All right, hello AGDQ. Are we ready for some Final Fantasy V tonight? All right, so we're gonna go over a few things before we begin. First, I'd like to introduce the two lovely people helping me here on the Zik and Foxy Power Hour. Foxy has returned his commentary, and this time we are featuring special guest Wody B. All right, so as Prolix said, this is any percent cutscene remover. So this was a mod made by somebody just not even in speedrunning, just in the Final Fantasy community that just kind of dropped this one day. And it basically just takes a lot of the slower cutscenes out and only leaves in the stuff that like the core of the lore that like can tell you where to go and stuff. So cuts about an hour and a half off the run. So as you've been hearing around, we have a donation, well, not incentive, milestone to do the Omega Super Boss. Before the final boss in the Void, Omega's lurking, and we are going to take him out in this run. So no special save. We are going to use the speedrun strats we have to kill Omega. It's really cool. A lot of work went into it from community members. B-Dude helped me out.
Logimus Prime.
Logimus Prime really did the legwork on a lot of this. So make sure you get those donations in. You're going to like the Super Boss. It's really cool. But are we ready to begin?
Woo!
All right. Does the audience want to count me down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! There we go. All right, so immediately we're gonna skip 4 minutes and 22 seconds of cutscenes.
Yep.
We're flying, we are in there. And also a note for Prolix, we are going to probably cut off the name now. So I will be naming Bart's in probably about 20 seconds. I'm assuming it's Philip J. Fry, but you never know. Peanut Butter could have snagged the lead. We're gonna do a battle with goblins, and then I'll be doing it.
I'll keep you in suspense for now.
Okay, sounds good. I forgot to change the battle speed. I'll do it after this fight.
I always forget to do it too. It's like, oh, here we go.
Perfect.
It's cool. Having no cutscenes throws you off.
What is Bart's name?
It will be Philip J. Fry. It's shout outs to the over 20 different options that were submitted and the $47,953 that raised for PCF.
Thank you so much, everyone.
There were so many donations for that. Oh my goodness.
That is staggering.
Yeah.
All right, so you can already see some of these cutscenes and dialogues are just going to start flying by. Most of the lore is going to be done here in our little emote bubbles. That's about the most we're going to get. So there go Lena and Galuf. They're gone as quick as they came. So I'm gonna do my menu now. So we're gonna set battle speed and messages to very fast, continue auto battle on, and remove all for the equipment. So do one of you guys want to talk about just the auto battle, that setting, and the remove all option?
Cody?
Yeah, of course. So with the Pixel Remaster games, they've added auto battle to all of them. And what helps with the speed run and just the rate of battles is being able to turn on auto battle and it just continue between each fight. It helps save time on menu entering because your actions will just be immediate. So as you'll see here, it's just gonna go straight into the attack. So there's no time loss to actually having to click in the button and select your target. The game just goes. So we use it for that. And then the remove all is important because especially in a game like Final Fantasy V, there's a job system. You're gonna see a lot of job changes throughout, and the equipment's not always going to match up. We need to move the equipment around between everybody, and so by having it where we change the job class, the characters will lose all their gear, because we also sell some of that gear too as part of our money routing.
All right, so yeah, as Wody was kind of saying, that remove all option kind of just makes menus a little consistent. I know that, do you want to take care of that? Sorry, my notes just decided to lose connection to the hotel Wi-Fi. Anyways, hooray! So, yeah, a lot of the things for me when I'm doing these is like consistency. So having remove all helps me know what everybody's at a certain time. There's also another option in the menu for cursor memory. So that will like put your cursor back to where it was on your previous action or previous thing in the menu. My memory is terrible, and so I can never remember where that cursor was. So for me, having cursor memory off, actually, like, I know every time it's gonna be at the top of the screen. So it just, for me, helps me menu faster. So that one's really a kind of a preference thing for my bad memory. All right, so we are going to steal the pirate ship from Ferris. Yes. And now we have Ferris with the pirate ship. This goober wants to drive for us, but no thank you. We're gonna do it ourselves. I can send my ship up and right on my own, thank you very much. So we're gonna bump on here into the Wind Shrine. So the first thing we're gonna do here is I need to find a battle. We need this battle to have 2 enemies in it. One is too little. Oh wow, here we go.
Perfect.
Yep.
I love it here. This is a good sign.
Yeah, the big reason for why we want the 2 battle encounter is, so there's 3 options. You have a 1 battle encounter, a 2 battle encounter, and then more than 2 enemies. It's because at 1 encounter, we will not get enough money for the first shop, which will make us take another encounter. The 3 battle encounter will over level Bart's, which is going to hurt us for
Philip.
Sorry, Philip. No, my bad. Good point. Philip J. Fry. It will over level Philip J. Fry there, which is going to make one of the boss fights coming up not as fast because it'll be the wrong level. So the 2 is the perfect spot. And then here is our first fight against the Wing Raptor, which is just an auto battle.
Riveting.
Riveting gameplay.
Riveting speed game.
I think the notes say defend if the wings close, and I have never seen that ever in a run.
Yeah.
So it is pretty rare. I have had it happen.
Okay.
Generally, the Wing Raptor will get 2 attacks off. Or 1 attack, depending on how good your ATB was. So this was a great fight. But yeah, the wings could close. You cannot attack because the counterattack is really painful there. So it does lose a lot of time waiting for them to reopen.
One more before we get out.
Perfect.
Okay. So this is going to be one of those rare instances where there's actually still the cutscene here. So just, you know, this is like the important one. We're becoming the Warriors of Light. So we're actually gonna have a good 30 seconds here. So Prolix, if you have a donation or two, let's hear it.
You got it. I have $100 here from Vid saying Philip J. Fry may have won, but in my heart, he'll always be Chadley. Good luck. Remember to stay away from any suspicious meteorites. Might be too late for that. And then I have $250 here from Chowboo saying X-Death is my husband's favorite Final Fantasy villain because X-Death was once, and still is to an extent, a tree.
Go ahead, do one more.
$50 here from Pope Karis had to donate in honor of my favorite Final Fantasy and one of my favorite characters of all time, Ferris. Much luck to Zik on the run. Awesome, yeah, and if anybody wants to donate about their favorite Final Fantasy, feel free. I noticed that, the minimum donation amount for the event's $5, which I think kind of if you if you want to donate $5 for FF5, I think that makes it cheat a little bit.
Get a little hype train going, right? Right.
I also was talking to Prolix before this about that, and also, I am a sucker for Final Fantasy soundtracks. So if you want to send your Final Fantasy soundtrack in, I want to hear some hot takes.
Here we go.
Let's get some hot takes on them soundtracks.
Meanwhile, also 2.09 million raised for PCF.
That's
so
amazing.
Far. Yeah.
400,000 to Omega.
Also, we forgot to shout out Deadeye here, joining us on the couch.
I love this behemoth.
Yeah.
He's so soft.
Very fluffy.
All right, we have now become the Warriors of Light, and so we now have access to lots of jobs. Most of the jobs we get in the game we will never use, but some are pivotal. So the important 2 to worry about right now is Thief and Blue Mage. So, and this will start tying into what Woody was talking about getting the correct experience so we get the correct levels. So do you want to talk about why Thief is amazing and what we're going to do with Blue Mage a little bit?
Yeah, so for the Thief job, the best thing about it is it naturally comes with the sprint ability. So basically, as soon as...
It's too fast.
It's way too fast, actually, for how fast we go in the run.
I thought Sonic was fast.
Yeah. Philip J. Fry is about to go zooming. So yeah, we're going to equip... Philip J. Fry with the Thief ability, Black Mage on Ferris, and Blue Mages on both Lena and Galuf. And so what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be heading to the city of Tool to kind of just do a quick little setup of where we go through the initial portion of the game where it shows you.
Hold.
Tutorial skip.
Let's go.
Hey, there we go.
we did not accidentally hit yes on the tutorial.
I watched that tutorial really, really long
Yep.
a thon, and I felt like crap. It's like 3 minutes.
It's very long.
It's where the game teaches you about the jobs.
It's like hitting the blitzball tutorial in FF10.
I've done it before.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Or taking the
You
tour.
can't get out of it. You're
Nice.
just sitting there like feeling so much pain. I
think we've all been there.
Yes, exactly.
Wait, I have to do one.
So with the
I forgot the back row of these.
back row, everybody. So yeah, so what we're going to be doing is we're going into like the Greenwood Tavern or Greenhorn Tavern,
Greenhorn.
where it shows that kind of teaches you more about the game and like about items and how to use everything. So kind of a quick like tutorial essentially. But the one thing, the most important part that it teaches you.
Oh my God. You saw nothing.
He accidentally selected no on that. So you got to say yes there to say, hey, yes, I would like to learn more about the game. So we pick up a few items here in these chests, but we learn one more important thing that the game also teaches you is that in many of the early Final Fantasy games, if you open a chest, sometimes there'll be monsters in the chest. And so in this one, there is a goblin. And so what Zik is doing here is putting Philip J. Fry as also a Blue Mage. The goblin will be using an ability called Goblin Punch, and how Blue Mage...
turns here.
Yeah, so we're really just waiting
2.
through... Count them out.
Hey,
3.
3 turns.
Yep, so now
Not
that
bad.
Goblin Punch has been used on a Blue Mage, after the end of the fight and we kill the enemy, we learn Goblin Punch, the ability. Now, Goblin Punch, essentially, the big piece about it is that after if you are the same level as the enemy that you're using Goblin Punch on, it does quite a bit more damage. So in the early game, we're basically going to be using Goblin Punch to kill all the early game bosses. So very
Spoilers,
useful.
please.
Oh, I'm sorry, excuse me. All right.
Yeah, it's like around. It's either 4 or 8 times as much. I believe it's 8 times.
I believe it's 8
damage.
Don't
if
quote me on
I'm
that.
remembering correctly. There's a few hidden
PG,
multipliers
please don't
in this
smack me
game.
if I don't know the information.
But yeah, and the reason why we actually take that chest, one thing we haven't maybe pointed out yet is in the Pixel Remaster version, there is no step route. So if anybody's familiar with Final Fantasy V for the SNES run and possibly the GBA run as well, they have a step route as they leave the Wind Shrine. So luckily for us here in the PR community for this game, we just open the chest and get our goblin encounter there.
Yep.
So we're gonna head over here to the Torna Canal, and this will be where we need to go next. Bart has a key where we got it. Don't worry about it.
We don't know either. No
Doesn't
cutscene
matter.
remover.
Yep, doesn't matter. Let's get going.
Yep.
So I'm gonna do a menu here to turn everyone into black mages, but I'm gonna just wait until we get there, just because I like to have a thief. I think they have a little more agility than black mages, so we're just gonna roll it until here. Oh, really? You're gonna
Those suckers.
sneak one in there?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Lena to black mage. And Bart's to black mage. All right, let's go.
Yeah, because this upcoming boss fight is weak to thunder magic.
Yep.
Yep.
Now, there is an interesting world where I could have got Bart's MP back, but who cares? We're just gonna use Thunder. So something that you're gonna see a lot throughout is you're gonna see me trying to run from battles, and it's gonna say can't escape. That's actually pretty important to a lot of the boss strats in this game. It's something similar that like Final Fantasy VIII does with. Theirs is more of an animation cancel, but we're still gonna do it in most boss fights. For a little trick called run buffering. Basically, while that text can't escape, is also boss dead.
Yeah.
There we go. So while that, we can throw hoorays after boss kills. While that text can't escape is up, ATB time freezes for you and the boss. So it gives you a little chance, like your menu appears, can't escape. That gives you a quick second and a half to put in your input while the boss is not able to get their turn. If I stop my things halfway because I'm distracted by menus, please feel free to just finish my
Oh yeah,
sentence.
you're totally fine. Yeah, so we're setting up for the next area in the ship graveyard. We don't really know why our ship no longer works anymore because of the cutscene remover, but hey, we're just kind of chugging along. So we end up at the ship graveyard. We're kind of just going to be running through this area. A lot of the fights in this game we will be straight up running from. So the biggest thing here is, as Woody mentioned earlier, because we have Bart's at level 2, we can go through and make him a blue mage, which will make the next fight a little bit just more consistent at the end of the day. One mechanic of this game, if people aren't aware, is that, or at least, you know, if you played a Final Fantasy game before, experience is separate from abilities that you learn in your job. So we're going to be doing quite a bit of, we only do farming twice in the run to learn the proper abilities for the various jobs that we'll be using throughout. And so, the biggest thing here is sometimes if characters die, we might have to kind of just, you know, make some route changes essentially to make sure that they're either alive for the next fight or make sure we kind of do some quick adjustments on the fly. So Final Fantasy V, while sort of scripted like some of the other ones, actually does have a lot of just pivoting based off of, you know, who dies early game. It's very much so, as Bidoof describes, as Zick mentioned earlier, it's kind of a house of cards. We want to make sure that everything kind of falls in line for the entire game itself. So if we miss something early on, it's very important that we make that up along the way as best we can.
Also, for my like probably 3 friends out there knowledgeable in the Final Fantasy TCG, our ship doesn't move anymore because Sildra got banned.
Yeah.
Rightfully so. Also, play the Final Fantasy TCG. It's a really good game.
It's an awesome game. We cannot recommend it more. We love Final Fantasy out here.
I
We are unapologetically Final Fantasy
I don't actually
nerds.
play it.
I taught so many people that game this week.
It was a great week. We're all 3 wearing Final Fantasy shirts anyway, so yeah. That's if that doesn't help anymore, you know, we got more for you in the coming up. So, yep. So we just run through the area simply. We're coming up to our next boss quickly after this. Damage. It's always a little annoying at the end of the day whenever you like have a full ATB and you're like just still trying to run just because you're like, come on, game, please let me go, let me out. So
the enemy has to get one little stab in.
Yeah, it's got to get you. So, simple piece about this fight, like we mentioned earlier, we're going to be using the Goblin Punches and defending with Ferris so that we can just maximize our damage output. There is a possibility that people die on, one of our characters will die on this fight. It's not a huge deal.
Haste.
Yeah, haste isn't great.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, haste generally means that there'll be usually a 3rd turn potentially, but because we have 3 blue mages, we probably won't see a 3rd turn.
And
Hooray!
Yeah, woo!
No damage.
It was good, yeah. We got the cure and haste because bosses in Final Fantasy V, there's actually an entire GameFAQs article about this. They actually have specific attack patterns that they'll do each turn. And so there's only like, in most cases, like a possibility of like 2 to 3 actions they'll do per turn. So if you know what turn order you're on, you can kind of know what's coming or potentially what 1 of 3 actions are coming.
Cool. And so for this little section, we're hoping to see a one set of enemy encounters to help get our APB up, or
An enemy I don't know how to pronounce its name.
Tattoo.
Tattoo.
I believe it's pronounced tattoo. Yeah, essentially.
In the PS1 bad translation,
Yep, there it
it's
is.
literally called tattoos.
Yep.
Here's the fight we want. So yeah, essentially what we're doing here is to get everybody basically to level 3 and then Ferris to level 4. And so you have like a couple options between going to Carwin and then up to the mountain. You either want the double Tattoo fight, which we did get, or if we don't get it by the time we hit the mountain, a double Rock Salt fight. But the Rock Salt fight is a Rock Slug fight is a little hit or miss because sometimes there's a Gallicat in there.
Yeah.
And that just adds more turns.
Also, this song is a bop.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
The Pixel remasters come with the remastered soundtracks of the originals, and they do not miss. They are all so good.
Yeah.
Battle at the Big Bridge. Oh, it's good. We'll get there.
No,
Yeah, we'll get there.
Don't
We'll get there.
spoil the fun.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later.
No need to, yeah.
Oh, man,
We gotta spice it up.
No,
We gotta spice it up. Dangle something in front of
Give it
people.
time.
Come on.
Give it time, man.
All right.
Everybody will jam out to Big Bridge. We ain't worried about that.
All right, so next up we have North Mountain. Here, we don't know where we're going. We're just on this mountain for absolutely no reason. We were told no story, like we said. We're just kind of going up to the top because why not, right? And so oh, well, look at that rock slug.
Hey, we got Rock Slug
I
encounter.
don't need no rock slugs.
It's very rare to get, I'd say more rare to get just the 2 rock slug encounter. And so it just, farming that Toto is much more marathon safe at the end of the day.
You know, I will say it's unfortunate that there's no rock lobster.
More rock
What?
slugs.
In the cave? Wow, okay.
Good,
I'm a fresh runner to this game. I've been playing it all week, probably almost more than Zick at this point because he's so busy and everybody loves him. But yeah, definitely something I wasn't aware of. So one thing we're going through here is this dragon grass automatically puts poison on your characters, which cannot kill them, but we're trying to get all of our characters into critical HP before this next fight, Megissa. Now, Megissa is very scary. Wody, if you want to take this one, I'll let you.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, he'll probably be done with the fight as he is as the
Oh, there you go. Wow.
Hey,
That was a
but
great
Nice.
Megissa
That was a
fight.
great
That's such a scary fight. Yeah.
But I'm going to explain it anyway. Yeah, so nicely. So that fight actually is a massive run killer for a lot of people because the way that fight works is, as you saw, we just throw a Frost Rod. Because in this game, when a Black Mage throws a rod, it does a level 3 spell, and depending on if they have the same rod equipped, which we didn't this time, but later you'll see more of this, it'll do a huge amount of damage. So luckily, with the amount of HP Magisa has, it's an instant kill. It saves the, if you know the game well enough, it actually saves you from having her spawn the name of the enemy, who I have forgotten at this point because I haven't seen him in forever. But she spawns like a big hulking golem-looking guy to help her when her
Forza.
HP lows. Thank you, Forza. That's what it was. So we skip that by one shot here. But the problem is depending on your ATB, she may take a turn and she may nuke somebody. And it's not great to have somebody die on that fight because, as we talked about the Poison Flower, we all want to be in critical status except for Ferris here in a little bit because we're going to take advantage of an ability from the Knight called the Guard ability. It's honestly a very broken ability. That
It's probably one of the best abilities in the game.
It's one of the best abilities of the game.
This run is the backbone of
It
this
is the
run.
backbone. What it will do, and you'll see it here on the next boss fight, is it's basically going to nullify all damage done
Physical.
to all physical. Thank you.
Yes.
All physical damage done.
That would be so good.
It would be
If
absolutely.
it was all
Everything.
damage, then it would just
Yeah, it would
Yikes.
be way too broken. But yeah, it will nullify all physical damage as long as there's a character in critical HP, so your knight will cover them.
Yes. Yeah,
So
so
if
the knight
somebody
has
dies, it's really
yeah. So the knight has an auto ability. So a lot of the jobs in the game have an auto ability that is given to them and can be learned as part of your APB stat or not your GAT. Yeah, I don't know what the word I'm looking for.
Words are hard.
Words are hard.
What are words? What are words?
Sounds
Yeah.
like a good time for donations.
Yeah, there you go.
You bet. So while you've been busy over there, a quick update on what's been happening over here. We're over $2.1 million raised for ECF. In fact, we're over 2.11. So we're still going, and we want to hit $2.5 million there to see that Omega boss fight optional later on. It will only happen if we make it to $2.5 million. Meanwhile, remember when you're donating, $50 gets you into that prize pack that Sent saw. But some of the folks helping push us to 2.11 million right now include the Yeti with a $10,000 donation, saying, "Hey all, Yeti here. Let's keep this train going, and be sure to grab your official AGDQ 2024 goods. They'll be available until Sunday at midnight CST. TheYeti.com/AGDQ. Proceeds from every item go directly to Prevent Cancer Foundation. Let's go! Thank you to the Yeti. And, I've been waiting for this one. $250 from Philip J. Fry. Shut up and take my money! It had to be done.
The donation we've all been waiting.
Perfect.
All right, so the setup is complete here, and Garula has been reduced to nothing.
Yeah, Garula does all physical attacks, so it's kind of similar to the Siren fight. We only have 2 blue mages this time, though, so it does take a few more turns, but it's all Goblin Punch. Garula is level 3. Lena and Galoof are also level 3. And then Philip J. Fry is needing to gain some more APB because the Thief job needs to level up to a certain point.
Hooray!
Woo! Hooray! So we can learn a very special move that will help us flee better.
Yeah.
Now time for more crystals.
Yep.
The one time that we have
This
to go,
dude just turbo walks over there and dies.
Yeah, it just kind of collapses. Bye, bye,
My
buddy.
hero.
Yeah.
All right, so we're picking up some more crystals here, which means new jobs. One of the really big important ones of this batch is Red Mage.
Yep.
Red Mage allows a user to cast white magic and black magic, though at a lower level than the black mage or the white mage, which is why we'll still use white mage here and there to use skills like raise. But red mage really helps our versatility, and having characters on red mage means they can use cure, which will be very helpful as HP management is pretty crucial in this run, as we are not going to get very high leveled. And every random encounter wants to kill us. Something you may notice that I've been doing, though, is like auto battle's on at the start of a fight. I'll turn it off, then flee, then turn it back on. Auto battle will not flee for you, so I have to turn it off and manually input that, and then put it back on for the speed of the transition. It also won't, like, if you heal an enemy or attack yourself, like, it won't do weird stuff like that. So there are some things we have to do ourselves.
Yeah, thankfully when we learn Scram later, it will, since that's an action, it will at least
Oh,
do
Scram
that
is
for
so
us.
good.
Yeah, Scram is just the flee ability of this game, so you do have to wait for a character's turn for it. So that's one of the big reasons why we on top of Thief with the sprint ability, is that we have a few thieves that we keep on, to learn Scram for later in the game. So quick little menu to have red mages. So for later, quick heal on Ferris, so that as we're just to be safe, that auto cover ability is going to keep us alive essentially while we're in critical HP, and then we don't have to worry about constantly healing and wasting gil for that later in the run. We just only have to focus on healing one character and not the rest. So we're on our way to Karnak, which is where the fire crystal is. And so we're hoping to get wild knack fights. Perfect, yep. There's 5 here. They give quite a bit of ABP as well as gil. And so we're just going to be trying to kill up to 5 throughout the course of this next little section. So the more we see now, the less we have to get later. So it's good there.
We'll get 2 on the way to Karnak, and then we'll get the other 3 later. I'm going to...
Thankfully, in the
just
forest, all the encounters in the forest are the 5 knack fights. And one interesting thing about this fight, earlier you saw them do a kind of a question mark move, which while it is kind of a physical attack, is not treated as a physical attack. It deals damage based on the amount of HP that the knack has lost. So what could be really dangerous there is doing the fire and then them getting a turn in between, and then it basically nukes your character. So it's pretty rough there.
I'm going to try and buy 2 here.
So
we'll see what happens.
Are you going to go for the mash?
I am.
Yeah, do the mash.
Flame Rod.
The monster mash.
Monster mash.
I don't know if I got a second one. We'll see here in a second.
To kind of explain what just happened there and why we just suddenly are in prison is because when you get to that town, you notice all the items are like really cheap. It's almost like a trap. We only got the one. It's hard to mash through that.
Really hard.
It's like 187 gil, and we need to buy a bunch of those rods. So, if you mash really well, you can buy like 2. But the minute you buy one thing, it like cuts you off and just throws you into prison. Then we'll go back and buy more later.
An important note on that too is that is not something that's possible to be done on the console versions, because for some reason the console versions have some little quality of life things, and like one of them is that menus don't fade in, fade out anymore, and that fade in animation, fade out animation is where we can do weird stuff like that.
Yep, so we're going to get some quick healing done here. We're going to farm some more knacks for ability points, and then go from there and go buy more stuff. The point of what we're trying to do here is buy Zik will be buying 8 flame rods and 4 frost rods for the next boss fight, and then also as part of a late game strat. So for right now, we're just going through trying to, I think, so we got 2 and we got 3 more to get. So we're going to do a quick little job change after the set of this as well, and then head into Karnak to buy.
Yeah, so you can see that, Ferris is doing 120 damage per fire now, and that's because she has the Flame Rod equipped, which boosts fire damage. So now we can kill these in one shot.
Yep.
We need 1 more. Get some gil, get some ability points, all the good stuff. Where are you at?
You can probably take a donation here as well.
Yeah.
Sure thing. I have a donation here from Yellsrake, giving $120 and saying, Zik, my check-in desk buddy. It's been a pleasure volunteering with you all week. Good luck crushing FF5. Let's get that Omega fight. Let's get $2.5 million. And can we get some love for the Final Fantasy Tactics soundtrack? Yeah, just a reminder to our viewers out there, we are taking your donations for Prevent Cancer Foundation. We're pushing toward $2.5 million, which will unlock an Omega boss fight. If you donate at least $50 right now, you get entered into an amazing prize pack, including a giant Mareep. And we're donating either the number, maybe $14 if you like FF14, or you can just donate with a comment about your favorite soundtracks too. That's what Zik's looking for.
Yeah, Tactics soundtrack is so good. Let's open that potion. We need 4 frost rods. How many? All right, let's dump 1 of those. That'll do.
Yeah.
Okay, onwards to the fire-powered ship. When I first played this game, way back when, I got lost in here so many times. This place is so confusing. Did you get lost on your first playthrough of the fire-powered ship?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's a small section of the fire-powered ship where it's like there's actually 2 sections in the game that have that where you step onto like an auto scroller essentially and go through, and it's
the vents.
The vents, yeah. It's very confusing.
Look at it. It all looks the same.
It's so samey.
Every
so,
room
yeah,
looks the same.
It's very confusing to know where to go all the time.
There's a reason when I first learned this run, I made maps of everything.
Yes.
Those maps saved me.
They're
when I
so
was...
good, yeah. A lot of the Pixel Remaster speedruns are very helpful to learn the maps because it's very hard to describe a lot of this stuff where you're going because north, south, east, and west can always kind of just be
it's challenging.
Dude, I'm lazy. FF4, I didn't put maps in. You're a better guy than me. I was like, yeah, here's what you do. Figure it out.
Yeah, so we're just running through here. Like I said, we only have really 2 spots in the game where we actually farm for encounters, so that's why we really keep the Thief up. Is they have a higher agility, it's easier for us to escape, and we also want more preemptive strikes, so instant escapes at that point. So now we'll be coming up to the auto-scroller section, which is a little bit scary. There's a lot of items that we could grab here, but really a lot of the times things we're only going to be grabbing are things for guild that we can sell or Phoenix Downs, which are the most very, very useful pieces in the game because sometimes, like I mentioned before, the game just likes to be a little cheeky and kind of just give you a little poke and all of a sudden you're dead.
No, you know what is scary? This room right here. Don't hold up. I've done that more times than I can count, and that conveyor belt sends you to some godforsaken corner of the ship.
No fun at all.
Every time, I'm like, where am I going? I'm lost now.
This is a little puzzle section of the, you just hit these switches to kind of move the different, pieces around. It's kind of like the train graveyard in Final Fantasy VII in a way, or the precursor to it, and very simple. So,
Is that a shout out to me?
I guess so. Woody's our resident Final Fantasy VII. Oh, well, we're all Final Fantasy VII aficionados, but specifically remake. Yeah. So yeah. Also, I am very small-brained, and when I was trying to figure this puzzle for the first time when I was playing this on the Pixel Remaster, you have to stand on that platform to move, and I would stand off of it, and it would move away, and I go, where do I go?
All right.
You go on the platform.
All right, this can be scary. Liquid Flame can be scary.
Tornado.
We may not even get it. We're either gonna one-shot this thing, or we're gonna have to do some backup strats.
Tornado.
So there's a good drop and a bad drop you can get from this fight. So you either get speed or the good drop.
Or you get the hand.
Oh, the hand.
The hand of faith.
We bite the hand that feeds.
What we got?
And nope, not a one-shot, but
okay. We wait to see.
Let's see what form we get. And tornado.
Okay.
Put him in a pizza box.
Frost Rod.
Don't ask Foxy.
Okay. I am lost at this point. Okay,
Nice.
perfect. That's
There
great.
we go.
Hey.
It worked out. There we go.
Nice. And we get the flame bow.
We get the flame bow. So we want to see that because the flame bow sells for more money.
We
than
like money.
We like money.
The flame scroll, which is what, like 100 gil to like 1100 or something?
Yeah,
Some
it's crazy.
Crazy amount.
We're
Now-
going to be obtaining lots of money in this run.
Yes.
While everyone helps us, helps PCF obtain money as well.
Yes, help fund our future samurais.
Oh, we're gonna
More on that later.
More on that later.
We're
More
gonna
on
need a
that
lot
later.
of money.
Samurais need money.
Yeah, so we just, like I said, just fought Liquid Flame. With the rods that we have used or were using, essentially, basically, when you throw them that cast the Aga spell of the element that you use, there
10
is...
minutes.
10 minutes. Oh, no!
I don't know if I can do this.
So the biggest thing there is that we are hoping you can kill it in one shot, but it is a damage roll. And so essentially you can kill it in the person form, which would only give us the flame scroll, but going to tornado gives us the flame rod, which sells for much more. At this point now, the castle's about to explode. So we have our 10-minute timer in the early game of we need to escape. So we're going through and getting through 2,000 gil from each of these different chests, and then when we hit certain encounters, we'll do different things. So Kurnax and Sergeants, Wody, if you want to take it away.
No worries. And then I was going to last note on the Liquid Flame fight, the hand I alluded to. You never want to see the hand.
Yeah.
Because it does not take damage to magical attacks. You got a physical attack, and it's a really awkward thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically, as we escape here, you're going to get in the fights. You cannot escape from these fights, essentially, and it's either going to be one Kurnak or it's going to be 3 Kurnaks and a sergeant. If it's a single Kernak, you just wait, it flees. If it's a Sergeant with the 3 Kernaks, then you just do a double fire cast. You'll take them both out. You typically don't want to see the bring it thing because it makes all the Kernaks attack you, so it's just time loss.
Because I got those big hits.
Yeah, and usually have to heal and stuff
just
like that.
for sake.
Yeah.
And then we're going to grab a couple chests here for money, just to help with the money routing in both the side rooms. On average, it's usually like 4 encounters, give or take. Unless you're like
This is
tapping
brutal.
We're getting brutal.
We need money. We're getting money. This is good.
Yeah, the
This is a good
counterpoint
thing.
is this is more money, because if you get this, you get more money and more APB, and then so it's just
Eat
going to help
this.
you.
Runs away.
Eat this, please. Yeah, we don't.
right.
Like, that's always a funny thing. It's just why does it say, "Kid, you take a hint, eat this," and runs away, and you're like, well, I don't understand.
Bye.
I don't understand what's happening. Eat what?
All right, and then
And then we're going to escape, and we're going to technically skip this boss fight. So it's very deceiving because this looks like a normal fight. But as you can see, we're doing a flame rod because, fun fact, the Sergeant here, if you damage him to a certain HP threshold,
Hooray?
he turns into...
Hooray?
Hooray. That's a hooray, y'all. That was a boss fight. Hooray!
is that a boss? Hooray!
So he turns into an Iron Claw when he gets weakened. It turns into like a full-on boss fight. So we overdamage him using an Naga spell, and we nuke him into existence.
Yeah, and so one cool thing is you equip a rod to therefore break a rod to use the Aga spell and therefore does more damage. So yeah, it's a lot of just combinations that we're using in this game thanks to the job system and being a lot of item usage as well. So we get more crystal shards, we get more jobs here. You don't have to collect all of them this time, just tells us everybody. So yeah.
Yay, jobs we won't use. Like Beastmaster.
I was say we get the samurai here, if I recall.
Geomancer,
correctly.
yeah.
Or maybe it's on the next one. I actually forget where.
Samurai's
these crystals
from
come
from our birth
Is it
friend. I'm thought.
Ninja?
But we get the ninja here.
there
Sorry,
we
it's
go.
the
That's actually a
ninja.
good
one.
That one we need.
Yes,
for things.
we definitely need that one.
That's mid-game importance.
Yes.
Or early game? I guess it's technically early game. Woo! Woo!
Look at him.
Not as woo, though. That's 3 crystals down, though.
Yeah.
The world's falling apart.
Oh no. Is it? That's what's happening?
Oh.
I have no clue what's going on.
I got some shiny rocks. I'm pretty happy.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna run from everything again.
Yeah.
Ooh, piece of candy.
We're gonna head our way down to the library of the Ancients.
Cool. No desert encounters.
Yeah,
So
the
what-
desert encounters are scary.
Yeah,
Very scary.
Make it,
desert
make it.
encounters
No.
in this game are really dangerous.
Yep.
All right.
You have shiny rocks. I've got some donation comments here.
Oh, go for it, please.
Usurper Grim donated $25 saying, "Hey Zick, thank you so much for being so welcoming to me in your community. Everyone is so nice and warm. Congrats on closing out what has been an amazing AGDQ. Good luck and have fun." And on the soundtrack choice, just wanted to mention a lot of people out there agreeing with your opinion. Sad Win donated $25 saying, "Donating for my theater rhythm lovers out there. How about that arcade machine? I played the whole FF5 soundtrack this morning in preparation for this run. Psyched for my favorite go-to track, Battle at the Big Bridge. Let's go, Zick, and let's go 2.5 million.
Dude, we played so much of that theater rhythm
So much
capture.
of that.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
The infamous error spell.
Yeah.
So as we're running through the Library of Ancients here, you have to basically hope that you don't get that encounter. And I mean, you'll get the encounter, but hope they don't take their turn first and hit you with error because it will instantly kill somebody.
I thought he was going again.
That'd be so bad.
Yeah, we have a tiny bit more time if you want to go with like one more donation.
Great, because I was hoping to tell you about this $50 one here from Omega, who says,
no.
"Come at me, bro.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
We can only bring it if we get to $2.5 million, everyone. Let's go. Donate to PCF right now. Win some incredible prizes. The chance is now. Time is running out."
Let's do this.
I'm gonna start with that.
So essentially here we have our first boss fight of the Library of Ancients. It's against the infamous Ifrit in the world of Final Fantasy.
600.
It's a good roll.
It's a really good
It's a very good roll. So just like the Liquid Flame, we equipped a Frost Rod and we break a Frost Rod, and you may high roll an instant kill or you may low roll and have to throw like a Blizzard spell out there, but we got the high roll.
Yeah.
Woo! Hooray!
Yeah,
Thank you for being on top of that.
we're going to do pretty much the exact same strat on Byblos, just with the Flame Rod instead of the Frost Rod.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna navigate the confusing library for a little bit longer. If oh, that's not what I want. I'm just gonna throw Scram on here just so we can start running.
Yep.
But yeah, while we're making our way to Byblos. feel free to take it away with some more donations. I want to hear some soundtracks.
Wonderful. Yeah, I was just thinking I should get around to some more of those. I've got $50 here from Hen Honkin saying, my favorite Final Fantasy music is the battle music from FF10. I spent so much time hearing it while completing the monster decks. Just feels comfy now. They also say, I had Ampharos during my last 4 Solocks, so I need that sheep. Okay, I mean, I recognize some of the words in that sentence. Thank you for your donation. I have $28 here from Anonymous saying, donating $28 because FF14 deserves it twice. Masayoshi Soken, a cancer survivor, has done some amazing work on it. Good luck on the run, my fellow warriors of light. I also have $50 here from Late Peepo saying, FF5 is one of the best in the series and it 100% deserves the spotlight, ready to jam at the battle at the big bridge.
Yes, FF5 is a very underrated game and underrated soundtrack. It is a really good soundtrack.
We will be jamming.
Oh, we will be. I want everybody jamming at Battle at the Big Bridge.
We'll be jamming at the bridge.
But yeah, I think probably it's because we didn't really get a great release of the game until like GBA, so we kind of just like, that's not a great start. We kind of just like, I feel like a lot of people just like missed out on it. Also, I'm gonna just, we're just gonna go for it.
Send it. Yep.
Because I had the Phoenix down. Well, that's not good.
So one thing that
nope, we got.
Yeah, one thing that Zig had done earlier was on the E3 Friday is kind of queued up a blizzard ahead of time to make sure, because they do have around 3,000 HP, to make sure that if we do throw, like, kind of do a min roll on a rod, that we'll be able to get the kill. So we got everybody alive. Everybody gets ability points, so that's much better. So okay, we made it through that fight. Biblis is always a little just sketchy because you can insta kill us and a character. We do need ability points here. So yeah,
and he's got some pretty dangerous moves. Like you generally want to see like a magic hammer or a spider web in there, but you know we kept them alive, and on that fight in cases you can let the characters die.
Hooray! So, there you go.
Woo, hooray! But I mean, honestly, at this point in the story, we are now going to go back to Karnak. So I mean, while we're traveling, got time for probably like at least another 3 donations, maybe 4.
I'm gonna hit the save.
Wonderful. Tyler here donated $2,500.
Whoa!
Wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Whoa! And their comment: there is no Barts, only Philip J. Fry. Great to see FF wrapping up GDQ again. Thanks for all the hard work and a great week. And here's to preventing and beating cancer. And a $500 donation here from Eurotransient saying, Wodie's brother here. It feels like it was just yesterday and he was sneaking into my room to play Final Fantasy games on my SNES. Amazing to see it's led him to the couch at AGDQ. Best of luck on the run, Zik 3. Really excited to see it, and let's make sure we get that Omega Super Boss. More Final Fantasy means more GDQ, and that means we all win. And we have raised $2.129 million so far toward that $2.5 million goal.
Gosh, thank you to everyone for the donations.
I thought even the runner, my brother's trying to embarrass me here.
All right, now we have our ship. Nothing bad will happen to this ship.
No, absolutely not.
And
we will keep the ship from the rest of the game, I swear.
Yeah, and pretty much right.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, from here, we're going to be making our way to Crescent Island. So let's keep rolling with these donations. Honestly, like it's just kind of world map traveling. So a couple more donations.
You bet. Hot off the presses, $250 coming in from Yancey Fry. Good luck to my little brother Philip. If you go fast enough, I might name my son after you. Oh no! Also, way to go, Zik. Loving this FF5 run. Shout out to the FF6 OST and Searching for Friends, especially.
Searching for Friends is my favorite song from FF6.
Nice. Yeah, more opinions here. $150 from Mike. FF11 songs are underrated. Got $25 here from Apalu saying, it's hard to say what my favorite Final Fantasy soundtrack is, so here's my top 3. Final Fantasy XIV, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, and Final Fantasy Tactics. Crush this, Zik, and let's see that Omega fight.
Some takes in that list.
Yeah. We're getting some hot takes. I like it.
$25 here from Polarity saying $5 for each of 5's party members. Let's see Omega destroyed. And along those same lines, $55.55 from Ketroid saying $1.5 for each of the current party members in one of my favorite games of all time and one of my favorite characters, Ferris. Love to see it as the finale.
All right, so we're gonna. We destroyed the ship. We had it for a total of like.
Hold on.
8 seconds.
Hold on. We didn't destroy the ship. A giant whirlpool ate our ship. All right.
Okay,
happen.
so we have an important thing here. So there's this chocobo. We're gonna catch the chocobo.
We're gonna need audience participation. On
Yes,
this one.
so we're gonna teach you for the first one. First up, this guy's gonna get sick. Look at him die. Oh no.
Oh.
Aw, poor Chocobo.
He's been eating shiny rocks.
One of the best Chocobo songs right here, y'all.
Yes, so we will show you, we're gonna do a nice huh on the chocobo. We'll do the first one, and then I want your best huhs on the other ones we do. So
Twitch chat, I want to see Huz
Oh, yeah.
later in the chat when I watch the VOD of this.
yes, he actually was eating shiny rocks.
Yeah.
This thing has the brain of like my cat. Eat everything that's not food.
Put that thing back where it came from. So help me.
There's a funny bit of dialogue here where Philip J. Fry is like, oh yeah,
They're still sticky. All right.
All right. Watch what we do, y'all.
All right, we're gonna get that 2 more times.
Yeah,
so
2 more
Now
times
you
and
know
we get that.
you understand the assignment.
So now we're just flying to oddly not New York City, but Philip J. Fry's hometown of Licks.
Of Licks. Best song gonna play here too for like a brief moment.
For 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Also, an annoying thing about the Pixel Remasters is that, like, whatever direction you actually leave a town from, you always pop out the bottom. Doesn't matter if you leave through the top or the side, you always pop out the bottom. So we try and park, like, chocobos and airships to the south of towns. All right, menu time.
Yep, so here we're going to be doing a quick little, not quick little buy. We're going to be selling most of the things we got from the Library of Ancients as well as the other stuff that we collected. Zik did get a little ninja suit and what do you call it, in the back half of the game, or I'm sorry, in just a little off area to help with our buying. We're going to buy 6 water scrolls and 45 lightning scrolls. Mm-hmm. quite a bit.
That's a lot of power.
A lot of power, yeah. And so we're using that for a grind that we're going to be doing here coming up in a moment. Just getting some extra potions for safety, and then heading back to the Black Chocobo.
All right, everyone in the audience, everyone in chat. Beautiful.
Hey.
There we go.
Give yourself a round of applause. Let's go.
All right, so coming up is, I guess, realistically the last. Well, I guess it's the first
a big grind.
Yeah, it's the first big grind. So the entire point of this grind, first we got to do a little bit of a menu to kind of switch some jobs around and just get people set up properly here. Essentially, we're going to have Galoof as a ninja because we're going to be throwing lightning scrolls, which will one-shot these black flame enemies. But we need Ferris to be a bard, and we're going to do about, I think it's like 9 battles, if I remember correctly. Yep. Because we're trying to learn the hide ability, because the hide ability is very important for 2 fights in the entirety of this run. So basically, we're going to use this first encounter to kind of set things up to where everybody will defend except for Galoof, who will throw. And then from there, it's really just auto-battling for 9 encounters. So
basically, when we learn hide, we're done.
Yeah, once we learn hide, we're done. So, I mean, realistically, this is like potentially a few minutes worth. Like, let's just keep the donations rolling because all we're going to be doing is auto battling here.
Hot takes.
Let's hit them. Hit us with that. See them soundtrack hot
You
takes.
bet. And yeah, the audience is loving the chance to share this all with you. So here we go. Let's see how many I have mixed in with the rest of these. I've got $123 from Dr. Eggman. Rejoice, for I will donate $123 in honor of one of my finest creations, E123 Omega.
Nice.
Wait, someone else built a robot and named it Omega? Utterly unacceptable. Destroy it. And we will be destroying it if we reach $2.5 million total raise
We
for
will.
PCF. $150 here. Wow, thanks from Slice of Gabriel, who says Final Fantasy VI has the best soundtrack. I love the opera where Sid kidnaps Lena and Philip J. Fry has to fight Biblos in the rafters while the opera plays on in the background. Or was that 8 on the moon? Or was that 4 on the moon? The music in this game is awesome, whichever one it is. Thank you, Gabriel. $100 from The Mighty Mistake to contribute to the Final Fantasy soundtrack debate. I wanted to throw my hat into the ring for the true GOAT of the FF series, FF9. It is my favorite game and soundtrack in the series, with Roses of May as a particular highlight. Excited for FF5 to be the finale here at AGDQ. Let's hit that Omega boss incentive and kick cancer to the curb.
Kick it.
$26 here from Vitreya. 13 times $2 for the most underrated soundtrack in the series, Final Fantasy 13-2. Where's that
yes.
remaster, Squeenix?
Yes, Noel's theme.
Woo! $50 here from Vanescus, my 5th and last donation for what has been an amazing AGDQ. All we need now to cap this marathon off is that Omega boss fight. Oh, and in my opinion, the best Final Fantasy soundtrack is Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars. But FF6 is a close second. Good luck, Zick3.
I'll take it. All right, so I think this is our last fight.
Where's the Chrono Trigger take that if we're going to throw Mario RPG out there?
Chrono Cross better. Chrono Cross better.
All right, we'll talk later.
I guess I could give you one more just so you have something else to talk about. $250 from Eat More Ramen saying, settle the debate. Is it work or que?
Que?
I'm a work kind of guy.
I think
Get
it's
some
que.
works out there, some
I don't
quest.
know. You know what? 7 Rebirth, I think, has plenty of Chocobo sounds in it. We'll just run off of that. Wouldn't it?
Yep, so now we're headed back to the Library of Ancients after we've done our farming, and then we're going to head over to the Desert of Shifting Sands. So we just kind of poke our head in here. And so this is the Sid of the game, by the way.
Sid Previa.
Yep.
And Mid Previa. We're going to leave that lad there.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Poor timing since I just spoke, but do I have a moment for another announcement?
Go for it.
Yeah, just wanted to say that we have a donation here of, let me understand, the number is $117,906 from Games Done Quick. We have broken $2.25 million, everyone. Games Done Quick would like to thank our generous sponsors for making this donation possible. LabX, Humble, Annapurna Interactive, and Larian Studios. Thank you, Games Done Quick, for forwarding along that love from our generous sponsors. Again, $117,906. It's reflected there now. We're less than $250,000 away from that 2.5 for the milestone and that Omega Super Boss fight. Thank you very much. And sorry for the interruption.
Thank you. That's awesome.
That is a worthwhile interruption. Totally fine.
More important than anything I'm doing right now.
It's a sandworm.
I'm just killing a worm.
Yeah. So the simple thing here is we're just throwing 2 rods.
I equipped the crossroad, right?
I think so.
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
Send it.
Send it. Hey.
I don't know if I equipped it.
Yes.
Yeah, we equipped it. So the sandworm fight's pretty straightforward. We just break 2 rods. We do have to watch these gravity animations because we attack the empty holes. It's a counterattack mechanism.
Yep.
But the fight's pretty straightforward. So that boss fight was brought to you by Sand. Face it, it's everywhere.
Face it, it's everywhere. Very true.
All right.
Hooray!
So this desert can be very scary unless you know the.
Please don't tell me. Don't talk about this desert.
It's so
No,
bad.
this is my strat here. Hang on, I like to heal
The scram
here.
strat.
Yeah. No.
Oh no!
Hold down left.
So you follow the worm.
Down left.
All right. Now we go straight down. Oh, okay. Well, you can go away.
Oh,
now.
there we go already.
So
Okay, so you just hold down left. You just hold down left, and you will get to the end every time. Down left. Okay. Well, if you could go away, please. We're doing important things here.
You know, if this is working, I'll give you that. I'd never considered doing that. Because in the shifting sands here, as you can see, these the sands, they be a shifting. You know what?
Down left, get you there every time. What's wrong poison? Where did this come from?
I'm
Go away.
impressed. I'll give you that. I've run
I
this
kept
game
getting
plenty of
lost,
times.
and I was like, I don't understand this.
That was impressive.
Okay, so now we're going to have to go. We need to do. Oh, please go away. No, shoo.
Yeah, that Chimera fight is dangerous.
yeah.
Very scary. And we got 2 this run. That's
No aqua breath.
Yeah. So we do need to hit a few story triggers here. Watch Sid and Mid return the Chocobo to his home, which I've never understood because, like, what was their plan? They fly the Chocobo home on Crescent Island, and now they're just on an island. Are they just like, we're living here for the rest of our lives, or?
I assume it's because they were trying to find this. They were trying to find catapult.
Okay, all right. Well, I think that's.
we helped them find it by pure luck.
You know.
And then whoop,
That's
there,
such a jarring
it's such a jarring scene because right there, because we actually do know what happens. Galif gets separated. They're like, "Oh, too bad, bye, Galif."
Later.
And he kind of crawls around the corner. Like, how dare you leave me? But yeah,
But yeah, like I said, we're gonna be hitting a few story triggers just to unlock the Gone and the Ronkin Ruins. So yeah, feel free to do a little donation or 2. Let me hear some more soundtracks.
You bet. All right, soundtrack or 2 it is. There's $500 from Axel saying, "Whoa, FF9 is my favorite OST in the series. Trance Kuja's boss theme is one of the best themes in all of gaming."
Oh, I'll point it out when we get there. But we actually did have it a little bit there at the Desert of Shifting Sands. But we'll get it at the Pyramid. The desert theme in this game is Kuja's theme.
$500 here from Big Beef saying, "It's got to be FF10. The opening with Another World is what made me get a PS2. Then I have...
No, you're good.
Okay,
Yeah,
$200 here from Sean. And Sean says, "This donation is made in loving memory of my girlfriend Shandon, who passed away this summer from leukemia at 35. Our love for games, especially the epic tales and camaraderie of Final Fantasy, mirrors the journey we shared even though it was cut short by cancer. In these games we played together, we found not just escape, but a reflection of our own resilience and the power of standing together against a harsh reality. May all our journeys in these virtual worlds inspire hope and courage in our real-life battles. Here's to the heroes in our games and in our lives. May their legacy continue to inspire us. Love you always, Shandon." And yeah, thank you very much for that, Sean. And if you all would like to help against leukemia, cancer, our charity, Prevent Cancer Foundation, they're all about early detection and prevention, saving lives in that manner. Get your donations in now, gamesdonequick.com/donate. You can make a difference. They are making a difference, and your donations will help. And we can reach that $2.5 million to see the Omega boss fight. One more, I've just got $55.55 here from G saying, "Hooray! Incredible run to end an incredible week. Can we get a $55 donation train going for FF5? Let's get that 2.5 million. Yes, thank you. Let's do it. Zick, again, we probably got maybe an hour left to reach that. Is that, I'd say somewhere around there. Yeah. So, like, everyone, get your donations in now. You'll be helping a fantastic cause. Don't forget, if you join that $55 donation train, you would be above the $50 minimum required for that last prize pack went over. So, Giant Marie plush. Just saying.
I want that Marie.
It's
so huge.
I'm digging the 55 donations. Ferris needs to be...
So now what's happening here is going through story motions. We've unlocked the final crystal runes, but it is way too high up in the sky. And Sid tells us that, hey, if you get us some meteorite, we can enhance your airship's engine, and you can soar into the skies there, really fly higher. And so we've gone back to the meteorite to find some adamantite to help improve our engine. But unfortunately, a turtle, an adamantoise, not quite as big as the one in 13. It doesn't really like that.
Or 15.
Or 15.
Yeah.
Definitely not 15. And so, we got to deal with them. But it's a straightforward enough boss fight. What you're going to be seeing, like in the fight we had previously with the Crate Claw, is we're basically just going to be throwing a lot of lightning scrolls for a number of the next fights.
That was spooky.
Yes.
Very scary.
That was spooky.
This fight can be spooky. Adamantoise will usually get off 2 attacks. If you are full HP and he attacks 2 different people, hey, hooray. If he attacks 2 different people, they will not die. But if he double attacks anybody, they are going down. But luckily, that fight, you can afford to have somebody die because the ninja job class is not that important to gain APB on.
I'm going to go like this for safety. And then we'll put Black Magic back on him.
Yeah.
Sprint, and now we're back.
There we go.
Yeah, a lot of times what you'll see, like Zick's doing there, is you'll see a balance of having to either a character has like Red Magic 1 equipped to them, and they'll be used to heal, or you'll equip it on them briefly just to kind of safety heal in between, because we don't really have like the items to do it, and it's not like a all character use item anyway, and money routing is tight enough as it is with the future strats we'll get to. Soonish is we're getting there after the next crystal fight.
Nothing happened there. I forgot you can't go up over the catapult. It's a little away.
The catapult itself has a little area outside of the actual like metal, like I guess
one tile around it.
Yeah. So now we're up to the Ronka Ruins. It's basically a giant flying fortress that we're sort of like Star Warsing ourselves around. Actually, I never noticed that the airship is in the background when you hop
Yeah,
onto
it's
it. Oh, yeah.
cool.
I'm always just like laser focused onto you actually being there. So the big thing here is that we're taking out all of the rocket launchers and
is lightning scrolls.
Yeah, using lightning scrolls. So this is where the bulk of them are going to be used. And then the big thing with the ninja characters is that we're buffing the scrolls by having the black magic ability equipped to our ninja, like all of them. So this is basically the bulk of these next, I guess, 3 more fights.
That's why I said, oh shoot, because Barstool, I saw he did 1,000s, and I was like, oh, he's so sprint on.
Yep. So it's very hard to kind of keep that management stuff in your head for it. So if we want a few more donations while we go through this next flight, so we should be good.
Excellent. I've got $300 here from Chubby Bunny saying, we're all learning new things tonight. Shout outs to 104 crew. I've also got $25 here from the Ancients. Stop, thieves! You can't steal our airboat. And chiming in again is the Yeti with, whoa, what do you know? It's $10,000. Saying, hey all, Yeti here. Quick question, do Chocobos dream of Grishal greens? Speaking of green, here's another $10,000, all thanks to everyone ordering from the official AGDQ 2024 collection. This brings the donation total from us to $120,000. Wow. Keep it up. Let's finish strong. Yeah, thank you for all of that help, raising our total to it's almost at 2.275 here. And we're looking to make $2.5 million again near the end of this run for that Omega boss fight. Don't forget that. One more soundtrack thing for you. $59 from Smith5031. Here's $59 in honor of Dancing Mad, which is the 59th track on the FF6 OST. Best boss battle music ever. Thank you.
I was going to say, I have my Yeti shirt on I got today right now. They are great shirts.
I will say,
highly recommend.
I'm amazed at the lack of like 7 love, because you feel like people are like, oh, favorite Final Fantasy. You hear a lot of 7s, but then like soundtrack wise, you just don't hear as much for some reason.
Yeah, I feel like there's enough like variety at the end of the day that you can always find a hidden gem somewhere.
Yeah,
Speaking of shiny rocks.
No. I'm being silly.
Being a shiny rock.
I'm being silly.
Cool. So now we're in the Ronka ruins. This is basically this is a very confusing place to be if you do not know where you're going. So Wody, thank you again for your help with your guide with learning my runs on how to do this area.
I like the little maps, the pretty pictures with the colored lines.
Yeah, it makes everything really flow well.
Do what I can.
Yeah. So now we're just, as we mentioned before, we have Bart as a ninja to be scramming away, and then Lena as a thief to be zooming, as we will, going fast. So I will say, though, we are getting pretty close to the midway point of the game almost, kind of.
Yeah, with cutscenes, we're not quite at the 2-hour mark. We're like at hour 40.
I was going to say, I usually peg the midpoint to going to World 2.
World 2 is about the midpoint. But honestly, we're just going to be running through the ruins. We're going to collect a number of chests. There's a high encounter rate, so you're going to see us fleeing from a lot of fights here. So, I mean, realistically, we could probably get in a fair amount of donations right now until we get to the boss. Boss has got kind of a tricky pattern to it we'll want to talk about. But
games go super fast, so please get your donations in. We want to read as many out as we can. So.
Yeah,
take it away.
I'll be right here to do that for them. So yes, please donate now. Some people hopping on that train. We donor suggested $55.50 from Sleepy Gamer. 55 train, choo choo. $55 here from Tay. I don't know about full soundtracks, but the twinning from FF14 Shadowbringers is the best for when I need some hype in my day.
Oh, we got some FF14 fans out there.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, they're always around, right? I played a little in 2.0. I'm with you there. Let's see. $8 here from Plays with Swords. Favorite Final Fantasy soundtrack is Final Fantasy VIII. Waltz for the Moon is so good that it's going to be the first dance at my wedding later this year.
Oh, I love
it. Thank you for that. And along the same veins, $100 here from Amber. I walked down the aisle at my wedding to the main theme from Final Fantasy. My husband and I have been married for almost 17 years, and we love watching GDQ. Thanks to everyone who contributed to another wonderful event. And thank you too, Amber. I was almost expecting the joke change up there at the end where you're like, yeah, I walked down the aisle to this one, but actually my favorite Final Fantasy song is, you know,
Switcheroo.
Okay. And then $12 here from Invictus Rex. Wanted to share some love for the OSTs by Hitoshi Sakimoto, FF Tactics, FF12, and of course the best Final Fantasy game, Vagrant Story. $30 here from
Another
nine non-binary code. I'm giving 30, 10 times the number for the best FF soundtrack, FF3. Yes, that's right. Final Fantasy III, the best FF soundtrack of all.
I do like some of the tracks off 3.
Yes.
It is pretty good.
$200 here from Nestle Snipes. Not my favorite FF game, but FF13 has the best soundtrack. Keep pushing for Omega. Oh, and we are. We're approaching 2.28 million or so out of that 2.5 million needed. Thank you so much, everyone, for your work on that. Remember, donate now. Get a chance to be entered for some wonderful prizes and help out a fantastic cause, Prevent Cancer Foundation.
All right, I'm going to take it back for Archeo Avis. Do one of you want to explain what we're doing here?
Cody?
Yeah, so this is kind of an interesting fight, basically. So what you don't see is that this boss actually goes through multiple phase changes of elemental weakness property changes, but lightning is like the last one, so we spam lightning scrolls 9 times. So Zik is quietly counting basically to that number, and after we've thrown 9 lightning scrolls, it shifts to a water weakness, or at least to a weakness that would absorb lightning, more specifically. And so we do 3 water scrolls. It's going to die, but the fight's not over. It comes back to life. And then just to help with the damage, we're going to throw a shuriken that we got as a drop from earlier. And then from there, we're just going to do 3 more water scrolls. And basically, the fight is over. And it's pretty uncommon that this boss really does anything, honestly, with the speed of our characters and the ninjas.
Yeah.
Might do like one tail screw maelstrom attack that weakens everybody. But beyond that, that was a perfect fight.
That was good.
Well executed, just a lot of counting.
Yeah, we're starting to get into we will, I guess it's not quite yet, but there will be lots of counting later in the run.
And the strats only get more and more complex from here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No more simple night guard swing. We just need to make Gallifrey Thief for some fast movement. Oh, look, we got crystals.
Nice.
That whole cutscene's like, congrats, here you go. Get out of here.
Here's your rocks. Get out of here.
All right, so we need to do a little menu, and then we are going to hit the 4 meteorites around the world to create some public transportation in this world.
Love trains. Whoa.
We're gonna do this first. So yeah, while I do some flying around, the first meteorite, there's no boss at all, so take it away, Prolix.
Okay, first of all, just want to ask the audience's help as we approach that 2.3 million. Please feel free to count it down out there. I believe 18 will be up next. Thank you very much for that. And meanwhile, I'm just sorting through the donations, trying to look for the word angel or things like that to see if we can find the FF7 folks out there. We'll see what happens.
Wow, I see how it is.
From Yornato
Skew it with
saying,
your favorite. Okay.
FF5, yeehaw! Sitting in the crowd and enjoying the commentary and the run. Also, I love Final Fantasy. Oh, intriguing. All right. $12 here from Anonymous. Buying my ticket for the donation train along with $7 for my favorite Final Fantasy OST. Nothing quite like hearing an entire choir chanting Sephiroth. And then, let's see, I have $50 here from Weasel Shaman. I have such fond memories of playing the GBA remake of this game, the first properly numbered entry that I played after starting with Crystal Chronicles. Years have come and gone since then, but the journey has been anything but final. Good luck to Zik 3, and let's get ahead on our ways toward that Omega fight.
Gosh, I'm not gonna lie, I was worried about too much talking, my throat was giving out, but really it's just my cheekbones are so
We got you covered.
it's just I'm smiling too much. There's too much.
Ooh,
It is.
finally
It's a happy
time
time.
to explain the samurai.
Oh, let's go.
Money! Money! What better way to solve your combat issues than by throwing money at... Now, I do not know how to pronounce that word. There's debate. I call it Zeninage.
Zeninage.
Zeninage? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm never fully sure how to say that name. But
Or I just say guild
it's
toss
essentially
half
a
the time.
guild toss ability. But this is where we finally have access to samurai. And we are going to start utilizing money throwing to solve all of our issues. In the same vein of helping throw money at Prevent Cancer Foundation to help
there you go.
We can do it together.
we can do it together just like our samurais are doing.
I'm going the wrong way.
But yeah, so we're flying around to the 4 different, essentially, like, there are meteorites that have crashed from, I guess, another dimension.
Less shiny
essentially.
rocks.
Yeah, more shiny rocks, essentially.
Bigger shiny rocks.
Yeah. So we'll be hitting sort of 4 mini boss fights here, and then the samurai is going to be the big, like, I guess, damage dealer for the rest of it. For the last one though, we will be using the special ability Hide that we got for Ferris. And so once we get there, we'll go ahead and explain it right now and just kind of again throw money at things. Then let's throw money at
money at the Chimera.
Are we ready?
And this fight could be a little dangerous depending on your HP levels.
Money.
All right, we did luck out there because Philip J. Fry was not full HP. If Aqua Breath did go off, we would have lost Philip J. Fry there. Hooray! For ATB order.
All right, now we're going to menu one more time here. We're going to be prepping for. There we go. Prolix, we're starting to get some counting, I hear.
I like it.
But we are going to be prepping a menu for when we go to World 2. So I'm going to really quickly turn Philip into a ninja with sprint, and then we equip Moonring Dagger. Okay, now we're out of here.
Yep.
Let's get another donation in here.
You bet. Here's $12 from Makara saying $12 for Dissidia 012 for Best Final Fantasy OST. I've got $50 here from Kay. My favorite FF soundtrack is 12. Listening to Streets of Rabanastra always brings back childhood memories. I hope I got the name right.
Close enough.
That was good.
Wody will be our FF12 guy.
Doug here on the train, $55.55. Thank you to that. And Doug's comment, this is dedicated to my sister Dana, who passed away from cancer back in 2020. We always played games a lot growing up, so anytime AGDQ is on, it reminds me of her, and I can feel her watching along with me. Keep up the great work, everyone. 2.5 million, let's go!
Woo! Woo! So there
Titan
we just
down.
finished the Titan fight. Hooray! So this is, as Foxy was alluding to, why we needed the hide ability, because Titan has a basically move on death. And we are not leveled up to where we can survive that Earthshaker. So we use Hide, takes a character out of combat, they take no damage whatsoever, and then we just finish them off with some money and a lightning scroll.
What do you guys call them? I always called them like desperation moves from like Kingdom.
Counters,
I don't know,
guess. Yeah,
damage thresholds.
Yeah.
I don't know, I always call them desperation moves. I can always just picture like Riku 2 from Kingdom Hearts when you got that crazy move and you got him weak. Anyway, we are now going to take the little portal we have made.
I've never thought of a name for it.
I know. The big ouch.
The big ouch.
Actually, I don't know if anybody's seen Hitman Reborn, the anime. They call him Deathpiration. Yeah, kind of. Deathpiration attacks. That kind of works.
All right, so now we are heading to World 2. As we kind of talked about earlier, this is, we'll pretty much say, is the halfway point of our journey.
Yep.
So, Prolix, if you want to take it away for a little bit.
You bet. I've got $250 here from Zappa saying FF5 as the finale. Has Fiesta season come early? Shoutouts to everyone at work listening to the finale and making their coworkers worry about why they're crying happy tears. Oh, it's so true. Thank you, Zappa. $100 here from Super Snack Bros. Shoutouts to the soundtrack for Chocobo's Dungeon on Wii. Its soundtrack consists of banger remixes to tracks from all across Final Fantasy. It was my first Final Fantasy game ever, and the way I got introduced to all this amazing music. A quick break from the music for $50 from Chocobo, who asks, what does every Moogle need in the morning? A Kupo coffee. All right, run, Chocobo, run. You are not safe among this crowd. They did not appreciate
More puns.
Also, really quickly, I want to interject that we are coming up
We're coming up on the moment.
Battle at the Big Bridge.
Coming up on the
Twitch
moment.
Chat, give us your best dance emotes. Everyone in the audience, feel free to clap, dance, just go crazy. This is the best song we have.
Yeah. So we've got a little bit. We gotta get through this
I gotta
fight.
save the team first.
But if y'all know the Battle of the Big Bridge theme,
It slaps.
this is a big thing in the FF community. When we do our relay, we go crazy with dancing emotes.
Oh yeah, we gotta dance.
So-
So first we'll take out Greg here.
So after, we're gonna take Greg down first, and then we're gonna head to the big bridge. And when that iconic music
Money.
starts playing, I want to be able to go back and watch this VOD and see so many dance emotes. Twitch mods, let's try and let's let some dance emotes through for a little while. Let's let some dance spam go. And
Hooray.
the audience, let's see some dancing out there too. We all got to jam out to this. Do some cactar dancing.
Yeah. Do some Manderville dances. We just need to. Galif moves here, and I hate it.
Let's say we've got time for maybe 2 donations until we get to the bridge.
Yep.
You bet. Here's $50 from Phoenix. One spicy Final Fantasy music take as requested. Dancing Mad is better than One Winged Angel. Final Fantasy V was my first Final Fantasy and remains in my top 3 along with 6 and 14. I love seeing the 4-job fiesta every year and watching less limited speedruns like this. Go for it, Zick. You're gonna do great. Let's fight Omega.
Thank you for all the support, everybody. It's been
Yes, thank you.
more
And it
than I
is
feel
time.
I deserve.
And here we
But
go.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Let's jam out. Let's
go.
Oh, good.
All right. I'm gonna be doing some very specific movement here
Yeah, I know.
to dodge some encounters. All right, you're not who we want. Oh, there we go. Good there.
So what's going to be happening here is we are moving a very specific way to avoid other encounters. That one we couldn't avoid, though.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna put all samurai. Greg is back. Yes. Then money. Go team, throw money. At
Throw
Greg.
money.
Every time I see this, I can just like hear the FF14 like duty, the voice acting. It's just too tough for me. Not, I lied. All right, well there he goes. We
And that's
won-
totally fine. We get no experience from this anyway.
Yeah.
Greg, stop it. See ya, buddy. Song keeps going though.
Song keeps going.
All right, I have to do one more specific movement here. So we're gonna go here. Oh, I went one step too far. That's okay. That's okay. Might not actually be okay. Is it okay? It's okay.
It's okay.
There we go.
Yeah, whatever. Enjoy the experience.
We'll count for the
man.
money later.
All right, there.
There we go.
Yeah, I went one tile too forward.
Yep.
All right, Battle at the Big Bridge. Say goodbye, everybody.
Say goodbye. Until next time.
There will be a next time.
There will be. There will be one more jam session. One more, a little bit shorter, but one more. Get ready.
All right, so we are about to take a long walk to Mordor. So well, I'm gonna do a quick menu, get some stuff in place, and then we're gonna take the big walk. So Prolix, take it away.
You bet. Here's some other people organizing trains and the donations. $5 from Anonymous saying $5 train. Hoip! And yes, thank you for the countdown, audience. We're closing in on 2.3. Let's keep it going. I've got a $50 donation here from Noble saying for Fave FF OST, I have to go with my nostalgia and say FF9. The opening theme, A Place to Call Home, was the first video game song I taught myself to play. FF5 is a close second, though. Let's see that Omega Super Boss. $100 here from Fast B. Favorite Final Fantasy soundtrack? Here's a vote for Mystic Quest, which wall-to-wall slaps. Good luck on the rest of this run, and let's see that bonus boss. $50 from Anonymous. Home Sweet Home with the lyrics makes me cry automatically every time. Okay, which game is that from?
Five.
That's
Thank
not
you.
five.
That's
I'm
Floaties.
trying to sell everybody on that song. Home Sweet Home from 5 is the banger.
We're sitting here. I'm
Gotcha.
trying to play like hype music to get myself ready. Woody's like, "When is it home, sweet home?"
Hit me with the emotional stuff
Brody's ready to cry out here. It's good.
every time. Every time.
I do want to.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Quick shout out to you two. A lot of the prep for Omega will start next Death's Castle, so please remind me when we get there. I don't want to like run past Carbuncle,
Yes.
and not be able to do it.
Of course.
Please remind me when we
Of
get
course. But go ahead and hit us with a few more. It's a lot of just
We're still
moving
walking,
in
yeah.
this part of the game.
Yeah, Crockett gave $250 to the Prevent Cancer Foundation here saying FF14 has the objectively best soundtrack because it has a lot of the other FF soundtracks included, plus Nier. Thanks, GDQ. Hope to join you guys on site soon. $50 here from Anonymous. Nothing better than watching GDQ close out with a game from my favorite RPG series. As far as soundtracks go, FF5 does indeed have the best Chocobo song, and my vote for most underrated OST is FF13. Thank you for that. One here, $25 from Mr. Cretur saying, good evening, AGDQ. While Zik is a great runner and I wanted to say hi to him, I also want to shout out Wody B. As a runner of FF7 Remake Intermission DLC, I have seen Wody helping and chatting many of us runners in Discord, and it's always a pleasure to see him spreading the Final Fantasy love and knowledge for other games in the series. Good luck with the run, Zik. Let's take down that Omega.
Thank you so much. I'm the new guy.
Hey, it is true. My improvement in Final Fantasy V can be very much attributed to Wody making a beautiful guide for this game.
$55.55 here from Those Who Fight saying FF7 and FF6 have the best metal covers of all the FFs. $75 here from Anonymister saying, my girlfriend Anonymous seems to keep donating, so I wanted to as well. And shout out the Cosmo Canyon OST from FF7.
Oh, that's an absolute banger.
Banger. The T-Rex.
And that's it, 2.3 million, everyone! Keep it going. At 2.5 million, Omega will die. Keep donating right now. Put your money in for that Omega boss incentive. Every dollar counts. You don't even have to put it toward the incentive. It's just automatically going there. Keep it up, everyone.
Omega, more like Dead Mega.
Dead Mega. Got him. Right? I forgot to switch parts to a chemist there. We'll probably be fine.
Yeah.
Galif.
You might have to take some extra fights.
We'll see.
We do have the extra dragon fights.
That's right,
well.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Lena, Samurai, and then Bart needs to be a chemist.
So there we took down the Tyrannosaurus. Basically, you just cast a Phoenix down or cast Raise. It's an undead monster.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
It can miss. Fun fact.
Yeah,
in this
it
game,
can miss.
This is a rare circumstance where Raise or Phoenix down can miss when used.
Yep, there's usually one fight within each Final Fantasy game where one boss is undead. You can just kill with a Phoenix down. So yeah, this next little section will be hopping up to go visit our Moogle friend. Because of the cutscene remover, if we don't know where to go, essentially, the Moogle does, once you help it out from the Tyrannosaur, it does show you the path to take to avoid the desert, because the desert is deadly. But at this point, we kind of just take we just kind of take our safe little route to get there quickly. We're going to visit the Moogle in their house and then take all of its items.
Okay, this is important though.
Are you taking the one guild chest?
No, I'm not a monster.
Thank you.
Yeah, don't take that chest. Don't take
We
his
don't have to,
lightsaber.
it's going to charity.
It's a guild. He has a family to feed.
Yeah, that chest we left alone is like one guild.
one
It
guild.
makes no difference.
Whatsoever. Yeah.
But
He
yeah,
always takes them like, you don't need it.
but yeah, like Foxy was saying, you don't want to walk in the desert area. That's why Zik was farming like random encounters.
Because they're like pathetic goblins in the forest. Okay, so gonna talk to Kryl here. Give us our next mission to go to Drakenvale to get Dragon Grass to heal the Wyvern here. So we will just keep pushing forward for a little bit. Go for it, Prolix. Let's get to 2.5.
Okay, real quick interlude for you all from Bakubam with $50 question. Hey everyone, could we get the stage to tell us their favorite Final Fantasy? So real quick.
Who wants to start?
Are we saying favorite Final Fantasy?
Yeah, it did not mention
Going game.
music.
It's Final Fantasy 9 for me all day.
9? Okay.
Oh, I'm a 10 fanboy all
10
through
fan?
and through. So yeah.
You know, honestly, this is a tough question.
All eyes on you, Wody.
I know,
Wody,
right?
yeah.
This is a tough question. I like to do a top 5, but I'll try to stick to
Get
one.
one.
I'm gonna say 7. It's a cliche.
You know what?
Right on.
It's
No,
my first.
respect. Yeah.
Look,
It's a good game.
it is the first Final Fantasy I hardcore focused down, and I played as a kid. I dabbled in 4 and I dabbled in 6. But 7, I really sat down and finished. And Remake is my first speed run I ever learned. Like I got to give it up to Final Fantasy 7 and
Nice.
my love for that series.
Thanks. So there you go, donor. But Bakubam's comment continues. But also, did you know that the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV has a free trial and includes the entirety of A Realm Reborn and the award-winning expansion Heavensward and Stormblood up to level 70 with no restrictions on playtime? Thank you for your donation.
Wow,
And-
that was
impressive.
That was
mouthful.
Let's get
That
some
was
claps
very
for
fast.
that.
I'm also shocked it took that long for that donut to come through.
Yeah, like, what are we in an
Can we
hour?
just say that?
Hour
took too long?
21 new PB though. All right, it fit $5,000 from the Yeti. Thank you, Yeti, and thank you all out there for buying their T-shirts. Since a portion of the sales go to the charity, they're only able to make these donations because of that. The Yeti says, "Hey y'all, Yeti here. Let's keep going. Here's another $5,000 for Prevent Cancer Foundation. A big shout out to our warehouse on Monday. We'll take on the daunting task of shipping all of these AGDQ 2024 orders. But there's still time to order if you haven't already. Just visit www.theyeti.com/AGDQ and pick up your official AGDQ 2024 merch. And thanks to them, just a note, the Yeti is YETEE. Not everybody knows that, so I thought I'd mention it. And then I've got $50 here from Anonymous who says, $50 because FF50 is my favorite one, with the soundtrack by AI Uematsu. Just kidding, I want the sheep.
The sheep.
All right, so for this next little section, basically what we're going to be doing is farming these dragon zombie encounters. They're only going to be coming through in these cave sections. We really would also like the other two, like I guess the, it's not a drippy, but it's like the birds as well that come along with them. Doing two Zeninages and one high potion to get the kill. We get 3 for just the zombie dragon, with the with 2 ability points from that, and we get 3 from everything else. So yeah. So just a lot of prep here, getting a lot of money, getting dragon claws or fangs. I forget which one. Fangs. Dragon fangs for...
They're very important for in-game stuff.
Yes, and this is our first small route deviation. Listen, I'm doing the legwork early to set up for Omega.
Woo!
So, chat, everyone watching, you have to meet me halfway. I'm starting the Omega prep already. We're having it happen. But yeah, I need to get an extra dragon. Oh, what's this poison? Get
Good old bird enemies and their random poison.
But yeah, so this is where we're gonna start. I need to kill an extra dragon to get an extra dragon fang, because we're gonna need some extras to do the cool Omega strat that's coming up later.
Yeah, very, very tough strat at the end of the day. It's very, Zik has to be on top of his game for every single section of the fight. So definitely something you want to see.
Okay. I think we're good. We got 4, right? I'm gonna check.
I think 3 so far.
You have to scroll down.
3. Okay, we do need one more. That's gonna be interesting. Okay, I know what I'll do. Oh god, thief movement. Frolic, save me. Distract people from my bad movement.
Yeah, of course. Everybody look away and listen to the sound of my voice. Frame Rate donating $16, saying donating $16 for my favorite Sid, Sidolphus Telemon.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing, right? Oh, favorite soundtrack? Okay. Crystal Chronicles, underrated masterpiece.
You could have said Sidolphus Telemon's theme. I would have taken that too.
Fair point. And then Caramon voting with their wallet. $1,000 donation saying best Final Fantasy game and soundtrack, Live a Live. Wow, thank you for that.
Oh wow, we got a live alive in there.
There we go.
$100 here from Vid saying congrats to Zik getting in a bug and FF5 finale run. The Twitch regulars know how hard you've worked to make it here. Like you always say, no pain, no grain. I don't know if you always say that, but there you go.
Oh wait, that was wrong. Okay. I've made a mess here.
Do you need to concentrate, or should I keep reading?
No, you're good.
All right. I'll keep going then. Just want to make sure not being a distraction. $14.14 here from Paprika saying, I'd say Masashi Ahsoka's work on Final Fantasy XIV is by and far away my favorite across this series. A little bit of trivia, he beat Cancer in 2020 while working on the soundtrack for the 5.x series of patches for Shadowbringers, and all from his bed in the hospital. To the Edge from the final fight in those patches was a testament not only to the game, but to his time working on the game for the community. $150 here from Behemoth on the Couch saying $2.5 million Omega Hoip. Thank you. There's one last hype perhaps for me. Here's $20 here from Hotaru Hino saying, I vote for Chocobo's call being Quay because the mascot Chocobos were based on says Quay. But then again, maybe some Chocobos just happen to say work. Yeah, very diplomatic. I appreciate it.
If anybody's ever seen like the concept art, like Amano's first drawing of a chocobo. They are just these like horrifying, like naked ostrich-looking things. They are
They're
horrifying.
very like jarring.
Like dinosaurs. Also, what do we now? That dragon zombie was a mess.
Yeah, that was very scary. Like,
made
you are
a
getting
mess of
bullied
that.
right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
It is not
Look, I
good.
applaud you for pushing through that. I mean, the safety, the auto save was possibly there.
Yeah.
I thought about it. All right, so now we're gonna come up on another. This is a pretty simple. Oh, go away.
Please leave us alone.
I don't want what you're selling. Okay, so this is a pretty straightforward boss fight here with Dragon Pod. I'm gonna give you one guess. We are throwing money at it.
Throwing money.
Yep. Money, 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 money.
Okay, now we're gonna roll, throw a bunch of money at it. Dragon Pod will go down. Let's continue throwing money at that 2.5 million.
Yeah, and some of the folks chipping in. Jared with a $25 donation saying, Quark? Thank you for that. $500 from Pie Guy 396 saying, always happy to see the most underrated Final Fantasy game represented at GDQ. Let's give that evil tree the works. Thanks for that. And $25 here from Tassels the Cat. Hi, I'm Tassels the Cat. I just got out of the hospital to watch AGDQ with my family. If someone could get me wings like that Galacat had, it would make stealing snacks much easier. Thanks. And $50 here from Pone Ninja 221 saying, this week was the best ever. Let's finish strong. Thank you for that.
That was stupid.
That was silly.
That was my fault.
Fine, you don't need the elixir. You can get a safety one later if you
I
need.
didn't have NP to cast. Teleport.
It happens.
Make sure we grab some
All right.
elixirs later.
Yeah, we got a big shop here.
Back to the soundtrack love.
Yeah.
I've got $50 here from Crimson Decoded. Best FF soundtrack has got to be FF8. The Man with the Machine Gun, Force Your Way, The Extreme, The Landing, Maybe I'm a Lion. Too many amazing tracks, and those are just the hype ones. Plenty of calm, chill tracks to relax to as well.
Fisherman's Horizon.
Absolute banger. If you ever listen to the Distant World soundtrack, shout out to the shirt I'm wearing. That is an absolute banger and one of my favorites.
Also have $52 here from Starix saying, here's $52 for 2 copies of the Brute Justice Orchestrion roll. It's number 26 under the Raid 1 tab on the Orchestrion in FF14. Ah, thank you. Woo! $25 here from Lord Bob Bree saying the best soundtrack is FFT, especially tracks like Trisection, Apoplexy, and Random Waltz. And while I still have some time to speak, just again letting everyone know we are working our way toward a milestone goal of $2.5 million to unlock the Omega Super Boss fight at the end of this run. We must make that happen. We have to get our donations in now. Again, whether you're donating the number of your favorite Final Fantasy, the number of your favorite Final Fantasy soundtrack, maybe 5555 in honor of FF5, or whatever it may be, every dollar goes directly toward helping make the Omega Boss happen. And of course, it goes to our charity, Prevent Cancer Foundation. So keep donating out there. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for making our event a success. And yeah, that's all for now. I'll be back with more donos in a moment.
I was gonna say $5 train, $55 train. We're on an anything train at this point.
Yeah.
Send them in. We really appreciate it. Seeing all the support is just, it's very heartwarming.
Thank you all so very much. Yeah, so Zicht in Quelb, the werewolf town, which we conveniently were in for such a brief amount of time, we basically did our last amount of purchasing for the end game. We basically bought all of our Nyx items that we're going to be using later. So it's kind of a big piece. So yeah.
Yeah, I do have to buy a little extra of everything for the little Omega stuff I need to do.
Yep.
So, as we're skipping cutscenes, we don't get to watch Lena poison herself for the second time. And we will just move forward with our good friend, the Wind Drake. We're gonna go find Sage Guido. Now, this is actually a little dungeon here. Oh no, we aren't doing Sage Guido yet. I'm sorry, I'm way too ahead of myself. We're gonna battle at the big bridge.
Round 2.
Yeah. Instead, we go to see Sage Guido, and the island basically caves underwater.
Yeah, sinks into the sea.
All right.
And the Windrake is magically, boop, picks us up. Perfect.
I mean, at least it can come out of the water and fly.
It's more like a water drake.
Water.
Yeah. So now we're on to our friend Zizat, who is a previous Warrior of Dawn that we learned.
Warrior.
Galuf starts the game with amnesia, essentially. Doesn't wonder who he is, but now we meet up with some of his friends who have previously sealed away Exdeath, but now Exdeath has returned, and so we're on this fleet to get prepared to attack Exdeath's castle.
He's coming, and we're going to go take a nap.
Yeah, we're going to take a big old nap.
And then we're going to jam.
And then we're going to jam.
3,
I would
2,
love to
1,
rest.
let's dance.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. All right, let's go. This is our first moment where we will yeah, we're gonna take an optional encounter here.
Yep, so we take this optional encounter just to make sure, I believe it's for ability points, correct? Or for extra gil?
Yes, and so what it is, you have an option here to take an extra fight beyond this required one, because at some point in the run, Ferris is going to need to learn Zenonage, because we haven't really pointed it out, but you have to learn an ability, like you have to level up your job class to use abilities while not using that job. Mm-hmm. And so we either take an extra fight here or take an extra fight later. So we took it here. Then here we're going to have it's a very fun strat here against Gilgamesh. It's one of the most convoluted and hardest boss fights in the world. Psych. We're basically just going to mix a death potion and instant kill Gilgamesh in one shot.
I gotta fix that. Galuf has more than 500 health.
Yeah, so usually we don't take as many zombie dragon fights, so we leveled up a little too much for Galuf, and we'd like him to be dead. He needs to be dead for this next fight upcoming, so we can definitely work around that at the end of the day. But one thing we learned here is basically that the fleet that we had was a decoy, so we expected Exdeath's attack, and so now we get a submarine, which, you know, good throwback to submarine stuff in FF7. That's one of my favorite tracks, is the underwater.
Is it a throwback for a game that came out first?
I don't know. Okay, sorry. It's weird when you work backwards.
They copied the game that came out later. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do a little magic here probably to get Galuf where we need him, but we're just climbing up the barrier tower and grabbing any guild chest along the way. So I see we're still moving strong, Prolix.
Yeah, that's right. Our donors have been doing some magic over here. I've got the large and small, $5 from Anonymous, who says, a $5 train for Final Fantasy V. This is a haiku. Thanks, Anonymous. I didn't actually check. I believe Omega donated $8,500 and said, great work, runners, announcers, crew, and viewers. Hey, we really appreciate your generosity. Thanks for that. It's going to a great cause, and it's helping us reach 2.5 million for that Omega Super Boss. You see it up on your screen right now. It's a milestone. Every dollar we're receiving is going right there. Don't forget, $50 to get into that prize pack that sent showcased right before this run with the giant Marique plush and everything else. I've also got a donation here, $5,000 from Fangamer. Woo! They say, hey everybody, Fangamer here. You folks have been awesome. The orders have been pouring in as we race toward the finale, so we're able to send this Final Fantasy $5,000 donation thanks to everyone who has picked up something from the Fangamer HEDQ 2024 merch collection. You've still got until the end of the event, but get your order in soon so we can keep sending donations in for the bonus Omega Super Boss. Hop on the nearest Chocobo and fly on over to fangamer.com/GDQ. Weighing back in on some of the best soundtracks and tracks, $50 from Krugo Streams FF1 Best Town Theme.
Ooh, yeah.
$250 from an Anonymous, everyone is spelling FF14 wrong. $20 here from Matt P, who says, hey guys, good luck on the, ouch, sorry, just noticed this splinter in my hand. It's probably nothing. Anyway, hot take, best soundtrack, 13.
Okay, all right. Who wants to take up a Tomos here and our silly little strat?
Yeah. So what we were trying to do earlier, as I mentioned, is that we're trying to feint Galuf so that basically instead of doing attacks, Atomos simply pulls Galuf towards, you know, the void that is in its mouth, I guess. And so what we're going to be doing is mixing some holy waters and antidotes that gives Samson's Might, which will give plus 10 levels to. Oh, that's rough. Yeah, just slow
slow
now.
go.
Just slow. So we're gonna mixing some Samson's Might onto Lena to basically power up our Gil Tosses or Zeninages, because the damage itself is based around. It's calculated around the level of the character as well. And so from our last, farm, essentially, we really only get to about level 15. So we send quite a few of these.
Please die. This is scary.
There we go.
That was really scary.
Yeah, because if you don't have a character dead there that's being dragged in the whole time, he casts like Meteo.
Yeah, we were dead if Galif got eaten. The big suck.
And Galif is very.
He really blew it.
Donations. Save us.
I mean, written off stage. But yes, donations, please.
You bet. I've got $50 here from a big old baby saying, first ever GDQ donation. I have actually never played an FF game before. Shame on me, I know. But this awesome run is inspiring me to give it a try. A try. I'm excited to see what this super boss looks like. Thank you, big old baby.
The groans from the crowd. Please
makes
donate
it even
more
better.
puns.
It
Yep.
makes it
I
even
love
better.
it.
I love how some are thriving off of it, others not so much. $250 here from the Raddest Bro, chiming in for my semi-annual GDQ donation. Final Fantasy VI is the best, and any RPG without a suplexible train is not a true RPG. Good luck to Zik with the run. Let's hit 2.5 million. Hooray!
Hooray!
Yeah, thank you, the Raddest Bro. Definitely wanted to read that because we were talking about trains, and I'm like, oh, that's right. There's got to be a suplex reference in here somewhere. $50 from Pixie Dust. Just found out yesterday my dad was diagnosed with cancer. Thankfully, they caught it early, and the prognosis looks good. Here's to screening early detection and a donation to support the sort of measures that just helped my dad. Thank you for that.
Thank you so much for that.
And from just a little bit ago, the Moogle donated $100. Thank you for leaving the 1 gil chest. Here's something to help you on your quest.
Oh, that was a nice little rhyme.
You're welcome.
We appreciate it.
Sorry.
We love you, Moogle.
Sorry. Apparently, I'm just.
Team Mog is Pog.
Moogle. Tom Berry.
Boo. All right. Getting through it. Philip J. Fry is great at running right now.
Yeah, we're just getting through Guido's cave to find the sage, so we've got time for a few more donations. Just running through maps.
$50 here from BlazeX233 saying, this is definitely not a hot take, but Dedicated to Moonlight from FF14 is a top tier song. $50 here from Eldritch saying, my Final Fantasy music hot take is Masayoshi Soken is as talented as Uematsu. His work on 14 and 16 is amazing, and I know the music of the franchise is safe in his hands. Whether you are listening to Green Wrath or Endwalker, A Father's Pride, or Exponential Entropy, they are all bangers.
I was going to say, Square Enix in its golden era with Shimomura Soken and Masashi Hamauzu. The future of Final Fantasy is in good hands.
And $7.77 from Anonymous. Best song is the Prelude Reunion from Final Fantasy VII Remake. As someone who completed the original PS1 version on the PS2, yes, even Knights of the Round, Nobuo Uematsu is able to omni-slash that nostalgia right into you. $16 here from Rumped. I love the classic games, but Final Fantasy XVI also deserves praise for its soundtrack. In addition to being an extremely talented musician, the game's composer is also a cancer survivor. Let's get to that $2.5 million. Yeah, I love how many folks are mentioning Soken's background and everything. It's really nice to see. $5 here from Mike saying, is it cheating to say Theater Rhythm is my favorite FFOST? Not really. We've had people say that.
I was waiting for that one.
Yeah.
Waiting for somebody to do that.
Or what about Strangers of Paradise, which is crazy enough to homage most of the series and drop in some Sinatra? Loving the run, Zick.
was gonna say our donator just circled all of the above.
Not only just Sinatra, I think Limp Bizkit too.
Oh, yeah.
I love that game.
It's so great. We love Jack Garland here.
Quick update so you know, we have raised $2.33 million. It's 2.333. We're looking for $2.5 million to get this Omega boss fight, everyone.
Keep it going.
Don't forget, donate now. Get in on some prizes with a minimum $50 donation. The rules are on the website. Get in for a $5 train, a $55 train. Do the dollar amount of your favorite Final Fantasy game or soundtrack, whatever you'd like. Every dollar counts. Let's go. $25 here from Miles. My favorite Final Fantasy soundtrack is 7. But I love to Zanarkand from FF10 and am currently learning how to play it on my piano. $2.3 million. Let's go.
I got lost.
They were just panicking.
There were so many,
That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
there's so many encounters that it's like when I come out, I'm like, where am I?
Yeah, there's just so much.
I am lost in the woods.
Yep. So here we are in the Forest of Moor. We were given the Guardian branch from Sage Guido, who just also happens to be a turtle, and told to go to the crystals to I forget.
Protect the crystals.
Protect the crystals. Yeah, we're gonna protect the crystals.
It's right, so we can enter the forest to go deal with the tree and the crystal guardians.
Yeah.
I think that was the greatest lore explanation we've had.
Thank
Oh,
you.
absolutely. Yeah. I'm
So,
just here to
Foxy,
drop it all.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Am I not turtle enough for the Turtle Club?
There it is. I think you caught my turtle earlier.
We are also picking up a number of items along the way that we will sell or need for very specific reasons.
And I picked up an extra guild chest because I'm still prepping for Omega because I believe in you, Twitch chat.
We're here for you, Twitch
I
chat.
believe in you.
Just like how we're prepping for y'all to help us reach that goal.
Oh, damn.
Go in the hole.
And so there's a short little cutscene here. We're going to probably get like 2, maybe 3 more donations in.
Sure. Some folks chiming in with the non-standard soundtracks. $50 from Anonymous. Octopath Traveler 2 has the best Final Fantasy
Good.
soundtrack.
I will allow it because it's so
It's
good.
worth
Galtera's theme.
Yep. Then $50 from Anonymous. I've thrown money as requested. Have we beaten the boss yet? Sorry, not quite yet, Anonymous. Well, we are on our way there. $2.5 million, everyone. Let's go. Keep those donations coming. Anonymous here with, one last, $900 saying, Final Fantasy VI has my favorite soundtrack. The remix album, Balance and Ruin, is simply beautiful. Honorable mention to the rendition of Eyes on Me from FF8, sung during AGDQ 2020. Thanks for the generosity, Anonymous.
I don't know, the GDQ, we had the FF8 co-op relay when my boy Mutsky was playing the slide whistle. That might be one of my favorite moments ever. All right, so I had a panic attack though. When I saw Gallop alive, I was like,
No, you
oh
want
no,
him
what
alive.
do
We
I
want him
do?
alive now.
You need him alive.
All samurai all day. We're
To
about
take
to
out this next boss. So up here, we're getting to a boss fight against the Crystal Guardians. They've got kind of an interesting gimmick. We haven't really talked too much about this because there haven't been too many bosses that have this quite yet, but we're going to start seeing a few of them. Essentially, damage threshold attacks, where if you deal too much damage, bosses will change their attack patterns. And the trick to taking down the Crystal Guardians here is you actually want to wait for all 4 characters to have ATB, and then you essentially just want to fire off all 4 Zeninages at the same time. Because if you partially do it, and a Crystal Guardian gets a turn in between there, they might hit you with a level 3 spell, and at that point it's a reset. And luckily there's an autosave right before, but hooray! But perfect
This
fight.
is such a
Very
jarring
textbook.
transition.
Yes.
Whoa, we're out of there.
What just
Nothing
happened?
No one knows.
No one
Don't worry
knows.
about it.
No, I'm going to tell him. I'm going to tell him. R.I.P. to Galoof, y'all. So what actually happens in the story here that you unfortunately miss is a pretty iconic moment in Final Fantasy V. Exdeath shows up, kind of wrecks us, and Galoof, through the power of saving his daughter, basically...
Granddaughter.
Granddaughter, sorry, yes, very much, yes, granddaughter. He basically, like, I don't know, like, keeps himself from dying and basically defeats Exdeath.
Yeah.
But he dies in the process, unfortunately. And so that's why we now have Krylie as part of our team here in place. So now, thankfully, she will take over all of Galoof's levels and everything. So it's not like a situation where you're starting from like level 1.
Yeah, he like passes on his spirit to her. So yeah, pour one out for the homie, but we've got Krylie, so we're rocking on. So no,
right. We are going into the castle. It's
Prepare
time to start prepping for Omega.
Yeah, this is the big prep for Omega that we're trying to do here. So the first big thing is that we're going to be going to fight Carbuncle, which is pretty cool. The Carbuncle sprite for this game is super metal. Like, if you've ever played Final Fantasy 15, it's like a cute little, you know, like cat dog sort of thing. And then you look at this and you're like, wow, that is terrifying. Yeah.
Depends on the game. I think Carbuncle's very... I can't remember which one it is. I feel like there's a very creepy version of it in one game. I might be misremembering.
Somebody tell us in a donation. We don't know.
I might be misremembering that.
Yeah, help us figure it out.
Maybe it's not a Final Fantasy.
Maybe it's not a Final Fantasy. Maybe it's something else.
Also, in the first encounter I got, you'll notice I stopped to cast to mix a float onto Krylie, and that is to set up for some more night blocking strats like we did back in like Garula. Because there's lava tiles in this castle, but if someone's floating, they won't take damage from the lava tiles. So we'll be able to get everyone into crit HP except Krylie, who will be our knight. But yeah, I'm going to do a couple detours here. Like I said, I'm grabbing some money and some items for Omega. So I'll be doing my job to get to Omega. Prolix, let's see how chat's doing get us there.
You bet. Just wanted to look up... Okay, I have a donation here from Maddie T, $50 saying, "Do you know Lahi?" I've got $14 here from Goblet of Fire saying, "Do you know Lahi?" Thank you very much for those. $250 here from Anonymous. "My kids think they can teach my dog to play video games thanks to GDQ."
Nice.
I can like see the skull emoji at the end of that comment. I feel it. I apologize.
Peanut Butter's such a good dog.
$25 here from Philip J. Fry. "All right, it's Saturday night. I have no HP, a 2-liter bottle of potion, and my game's done quick mixtape. Let's rock."
That's a great donation.
And hopefully a half a tank of gas to get it to Chicago.
Yeah, exactly.
Am I too old for that reference?
No. $5
No,
here
you're not.
from Breezeby. "You've got this, Zick. I'm so glad I've met you through GDQ. It's always good to meet a fellow bug enjoyer. If anyone deserves to close out this marathon, it's you. Best of luck, and let's get that Omega Super Boss incentive met." Awesome.
Sayonara. Sayonara.
Take us out, Yellow Dragon.
Yeah, so one of the many moments of Castle Exdeath running is unfortunately the dragons are very dangerous and sometimes they just go first. Luckily there's an autosave after every screen transition, so we just, let it happen and pick up from there. Also, I've been informed, apparently I have mispronunciated the granddaughter of Galoof's name, and I apologize for the mispronunciation. Somebody teach me how to actually say it.
Words are hard.
Is it Krylie?
I say Krylie.
Is it Krylie?
I've always said Galuf and Krylie.
Somebody donate with the enunciation, please. Help me out
help
here.
us all out.
Apparently, I have angered Twitch chat, I've been told. I apologize.
I believe it's pronounced Flick.
Flick?
Flick, yeah.
Wrong game.
Just wanted to let everyone know. Yeah, sorry.
No, I'm just thinking out loud if I want to do Carbuncle first. And I think I do, so let's do that first.
Just wanted to let everyone know the trains still are leaving the station, hopefully to be suplexed into our donation total. $55 here from Black Dragon, $55 for Final Fantasy V. Thanks so much to everyone who makes these events possible. You're all doing such good work and providing a great week of speedruns for us at the same time. And again, we're working on the milestone incentive for the Final Fantasy Omega boss fight. It's coming up momentarily. If we can make $2.5 million, everyone, please get your donations in now. Just wanted to take a moment to say, I realize it looks like we're very far away from $2.5 million, but we can make this goal. I have faith. I believe in Twitch chat. I believe in our viewerships. I've seen us do more, and I've been where you are. I've been sitting out there thinking this is insurmountable. There is no way I cannot make a difference. Just want to remind everyone right now, our median donation for the event is $25. Most people who have donated, they've donated $25, and with those $25 donations, we have put together over $2.33 million already. So you do count. It will make a difference. Get your money in now. GamesDoneQuick.com/donate. Whether it's $5, $500, every penny counts. I've got $1,000 here from Numbers, who says, I'm so proud to be involved with this incredible organization. $2.5 million hype? Question marks. $25 here from Segoli. Not a game soundtrack, but I love the Chocobo and Friends albums. It's just 2 full albums of nothing but different versions of the Chocobo theme with a very occasional Moogle song. It's the FF equivalent of putting What's New Pussycat on the jukebox with a single It's Not Unusual in the middle, and I adore it for having the audacity to be a real official album.
Oh no!
Wait,
Cover your eyes.
Just keep going, Prolix. Distract them.
Cover your eyes. Turn away. Turn away.
It's okay, they're all busy donating right now. $10 from Nova Spark. While Final Fantasy 7 and 9 will always have my heart, I have to give a shout out to the battle themes that go harder than they have any right to. Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. Nice. $25 here from Slothington. FF8 has got to be my favorite OST. Really shaped my childhood with how many hours I put into playing it. Thanks again for the amazing event, GDQ. I hope I can be at SGDQ in person. Let's get that Omega fight met.
Okay.
Yeah, Reflect Ring.
Oh, boy, who are you taking out? Why, Lena, again? No. I can't do that. All right.
Also, this is the monstrous-looking carbuncle. I knew it was 5.
So yeah,
this is what I'm
there you
about.
go.
This is not a cute and cuddly.
No, this is not a cute and cuddly. Carbuncle was huge and jacked. It's terrifying.
Beefcake.
So this is a very tough fight simply because we're like kind of waiting. We're like, so we're going to be using.
Why are you curing?
Just to troll you.
Yeah, this is a pretty big troll that we're experiencing right now. Lena is going to be our big damage dealer with the Zenninage.
It knows.
The fight. It knows.
It knows we're trying to take it out.
Yeah.
Take it out to dinner.
Take it out to dinner.
Wait.
A date with death? Is that what you're getting with? I don't know.
I think so. I think that's
there you go. We figured it out. Oh, 3 times in a row. No. Please. That's okay. More time for donations, right?
Yeah, honestly.
Come on, guys. The Carbuncle knows that we're trying to...
Carbuncle knows. It knows
this
the
is
target.
the Omega's setup, right?
Yeah,
right. Die to Carbuncle until we get
we're
target
setting
Lena.
so much RNG.
Oh, man.
Yeah, this is rough. Okay. Nothing that can really be done here, though, like we said, so we're just kind of...
Yeah. Sadly, yes, if we healed Lena, she would survive the first hit, but we need her in... Don't use fire on
Don't use fire on Cryo. She has the flame armor.
Remove the shield if you need to. Remove the shield if you're worried about that.
Yeah. But yeah, we need, yeah, we're gonna take the shield off. Okay, but yeah, we need the crit HP for the Knight strat, so I can't heal her. I also only have 1 Phoenix now, which also is kind of sketchy.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go again. Perlix.
Yeah, I've got a $5 donation here from Anonymous that says no comment, that says no comment from Anonymous, that says anonymous comment from no comment. Thank you very much for that. The folks, a little non-standard on the soundtracks are chiming in again. $5 from Non-Existent Pumpkin. The World Ends With You for the Nintendo DS has the best soundtrack. What? It's a Square Enix game. $250 here from Anonymous. My favorite Final Fantasy soundtrack is Xenogears. $50 here from Uzi saying, why are we fighting over the best FF music when everyone knows Dragon Quest has the best tunes? $50 here from Scandal Bar saying, $50 for the best Final Fantasy soundtrack, Chrono Trigger.
It's just so rough.
This is so rough.
Yeah. Sometimes you get caught in a little bit. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, worst case, like heal and go back through the fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, just want everyone to know we have passed $2,350,000 raised for PCF. Less than $150K to go to that Omega boss fight. We are doing this, everyone. All aboard the train and try not to get suplexed. Let's go. Zick, meanwhile, you got this.
All right, we're making progress. We've got the Berserk ability. So what we've done, we've essentially casted Berserk on Carbuncle.
Okay, we're looking good.
We're looking good. We got the Reflect Ring. Now we just need to actually take down Carbuncle.
Okay, I think we got it this time.
Yeah, so what you're seeing here is kind of a glimpse, because we don't normally do this in the actual run, but you're seeing a glimpse of our endgame strat here, where we basically will take a mixed combination here, throw it on the boss, and what it's going to do is it's going to cast Blink, Haste, and Berserk on them, and it basically makes them just physically attack you, so that way Guard will block the whole time and not actually take damage. And then from there, we're going to Samson Might, just to raise those levels like we've talked about, so then we can start actually tossing money to defeat the boss here. And so now that we've got everything set up, I believe we're at that point now where it's basically just auto to win.
We can hope. Oh, I should have done that one.
Should be fine. Usually have extra.
I did buy a lot extra,
Yeah.
but...
Yeah, there's usually extra, so it's fine.
There we go.
If anything-
Okay.
All right.
There we
We're out
go.
with the ring.
First try.
Yeah.
First try.
Oh. We're out with the Reflect Ring. We don't need this. This is not why we came.
Yeah, we don't need Carbuncle. We just need the
We
reflect.
just need the
Thank you.
Reflect Ring.
Yep. Good stuff.
Okay,
that was.
I did steal it, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Oh
You
yes,
did.
absolutely.
Quick save.
That was the scary part.
I'm gonna store my items. Do that, and we're off. Oh, thank gosh, that was spooky.
Yeah, that was absolutely terrifying.
All right, now. Okay, I'm gonna detour one more time here. Go away. Oh, good preempt.
Hill Dragon. No.
Hey, and that's why we have the bone mail equipped as well. So we did grab that earlier just to quickly describe it. So it does make healing items do damage. So we use that to kill some characters, and then also, but it has a really high evasion rate too. So really great for that. We love preemptive strikes here.
We do.
Love
We do. And with the, I think it is the ninja job class, it increases the odds of it. One of the job classes does it. I'm forgetting. It's either ninja or samurai. One of them stops back attacks. One of them increases preemptive odds.
Good. Good. Nice. Here we go. Sorry, I'm in a little bit focus mode right now.
Go for it. Go for it.
Donations and you two can carry on while I suffer internally. Panic.
Yeah, so I think at this point we've kind of cleared the scary portion of Castle Exdeath, so we're just kind of making our way downtown. Yeah.
Walking fast, faces, throwing money and all that cash.
Void bound.
Donation time.
Donation time. Stop us.
Every time. I see how y'all. We got time for like one donation,
Yeah.
probably.
Okay, I wanted to shout out Conrad who gave $100 to PCF and said, "My mother is in remission from cancer. Thank you for supporting an awesome cause and keeping me entertained all week. You're most welcome. That's what we're here for."
So Zika is currently setting up for probably, again, one of the more dangerous boss fights in the run. Big run killer, thankfully, quick save right nearby.
Yep.
So you can do it. But this is another one of those fights where there's a lot of damage threshold concerns, because if you do too much damage to Exdeath, he's gonna hit you with some high-low spells. Doom is fine. Battle doesn't last long enough to worry about. 30 seconds to live. And so, just like a lot of the fights you're going to be seeing here, we're going to do a combination of Antidote and Holy Water mixes, bunch of Samson Mites. We're going to do 6 in total, but there's kind of like a rough balance to like when we want to finish them off, because we kind of need to bait Exdeath into attacking before he reaches a certain threshold. So the general plan is we're going to do, what we should hope to happen is we're going to throw 4 of these onto Lena, and then Lena will attack probably twice, and then we'll throw 2 more, and ideally with the way the turn order is, and by the time we do it, we should be able to just auto battle up. We got the Earthshaker, so that can happen if you do middle if the fight goes on too long, because it's like turn 4, I want to say it's like the 4th turn Exdeath will tend to do Earthshaker.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because our problem has become that fight where I left Bart's, the Tyrannosaur fight, when I left him dead, I have not learned Mix. So this is going to get weird.
Bart's is missing 10 or 8 APB
Yeah.
to help
Yeah,
with
this is gonna be
mixes.
weird.
Yeah.
So the timing is going to be a little off. It is
gonna be weird.
It is going to be a case where you just kind of have to rely on some of the odds there.
Drink that mix. Ah.
Probably
Let's do this. We'll throw it in this order. And I'm just gonna send it.
Yeah.
Good. Scary.
This one time. Okay. Oh, no, it's
nope,
good.
that's really good.
That's what you want to
That's
see.
good.
Got the flame shield. I think we are going to be okay. Yeah.
Let's go.
Woo, the
Whoa.
pivot.
That was.
That was scary.
We are shaking on our boots right now. That was.
Should get that eight set point though.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we got Omega. Omega is going to help us get there.
Yeah.
probably.
Yes.
It will absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna be doing more. We're into a little story section. Can we put on sprint, please? Thank you. Okay, so we are into a little story section. So let's talk about Omega. Let's talk about donations. How we doing?
I'd love to talk about them. We are doing fantastic. You might remember back when I talked about us raising $2.35 million and we were less than 150K away. We've raised $13,000 more since then.
Ooh,
Just
let's
since
go.
then, everyone. Let's go. We're at $2,363,000 and a little bit more. I've got a $250 donation here from Hot Dog Water. It says, my fantasy is that we finally overcome cancer forever. Thanks to the runners, organizers, volunteers, and donors, we can hopefully make this fantasy a reality and no one else will have to deal with the horror of it. Let's get to $2.5 million and end this awesome event with the bonus Omega fight. And this one's just for the Couch Anonymous, $1,000, saying, what kind of net can hold all of your weapons? A Gilgamesh, capital D.
Wody approved.
Nice. $5 from Pete the Panda. Shout out to Jack Garland. All my homies want to kill chaos. It's in all caps. I'm here to kill chaos. All right. $50 here from Mund. Donating to PCF saying, excellent job so far to the triple triad on stage. You're not alone. Make Omega give his due recompense.
So what are you thinking about this 8 AP here?
Does X-Tech not give ABP?
No.
No.
Ooh, okay.
Can we do it without Mix or no?
It would cost a lot of money
Yeah.
Yeah.
because you need the level ups.
Yeah. Oh, but we can't ditch Boko. That could be a problem. Oh wait, we get disembark, yeah.
Okay.
What can we get out here?
I mean,
this is some
this is
raw
cool.
improv now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we
y'all,
are-
y'all seen full on improv.
Oh wait, you
Yeah.
can't get encounters here, can you?
Awesome.
Can you not?
I don't think so. Because of the way the story trigger is here. Let's see.
We're going to find out live at
Send it.
AGDQ 2024, everyone.
Yeah, live.
That's
not
what
good.
you want.
That's not good.
Yeah.
I think I've run into this situation before.
It's not gonna do any damage.
Okay.
This is gonna be really weird. Can you? All right, we're gonna have to, sadly. Oh yeah, because she. Does she do any damage? No, we're just gonna have to kill it. Okay. Prolix, please take it away. I've got some work to do here. We have made a mess and I gotta clean it up.
No worries. I have received a $25 donation for PCF from Cody here, who says, have you heard of critically acclaimed JRPG Final Fantasy V, which now includes a free trial lasting just 2.5 hours and includes the award-winning archvillain X-Death? Thank you, Cody. $100 here from C Average. Congrats on Bug and Finale, Zick. You absolutely deserve it, and if anyone can push us to $2.5 million, it's you. I cherish our friendship and am so happy for you. P.S. The One Piece is real. Woo! C Average is absolutely right. If anyone can push us, it's you. You can push. We are pushing for $2.5 million. We're making this happen right now. $2,367,000 raised already for PCF, and very little left to go to reach our goal for that Omega boss fight. We're at 98% of the goal. $25 here from Mizey saying, really enjoying watching AGDQ this week. Thanks to all of you for making it happen for such a great cause. I also have $250 here from Dave G saying, I look forward to AGDQ every year, and this one has been incredible. There have been so many amazing runs, and I've been so happy to share them with my 7-year-old, who's absolutely in love with all of the glitch runs. Love to everyone there in person and in chat. Let's crush cancer less than 3. Thank you, Dave G. I appreciate those kind words. And yeah, if you're out there and you've appreciated the amazing runs this week, a donation is all that we ask. All the money goes directly to Prevent Cancer Foundation. GamesDoneQuick.com/donate. Help us make our $2.5 million goal. And I've got helping another person contributing toward that, $55 from Liana. It's hard to believe that AGDQ is almost over. Like many of the runners, donors, and viewers of this event, raising funds for the Prevent Cancer Foundation is unfortunately more personal for me this year. I'm currently recovering from my most recent chemo treatment for colon cancer, and being able to just rest and watch Final Fantasy V is a real treat. Let's all harness the power of the crystals to beat cancer once and for all, less than 3. We got $16 here from Lemon Carrots saying $16 for the best protagonist's little brother, Joshua, Final Fantasy 16.
Put him to sleep, but I don't know if...
$5 here from Sibel saying the best FF soundtrack is Final Fantasy 14 because it has music from Nier Automata. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
And some more non-standard weigh-ins on our favorite FF soundtrack here. $10 from Lurid Sorcerer. My favorite Final Fantasy soundtrack is Legend of Mana. $50 from Echo Deck. It isn't Final Fantasy, but Harvestella absolutely deserves a mention in the soundtrack conversation. We've got $25 here from Brent C. Balam Garden theme from FF8 is a classic. Good luck.
We are strap building on the fly here.
Yeah.
I have made a really big mess. I've never gotten into.
I'll just keep going until you say otherwise.
Please
you just let me know. All right. $25 here from Retribution 6 saying, having played almost every Final Fantasy game, I still hold Final Fantasy 11 as my hands down favorite. If you haven't played it, I encourage you to check out 11's soundtrack. Aside from that, amazing to see Final Fantasy as a closing game. Let's get $2.5 million for Omega. Blue Mage Best Class. $55.55 from Aaron Losberg Zal saying, I'm hearing a lot of love for the Final Fantasy Tactics soundtrack, but my favorite has to be Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced and its ending theme, A Place We Should Return To. P.S. If you haven't listened to the orchestral version of the FFTA soundtrack, you should totally check it out.
Okay.
Got $50 here from Sir Bright Scales. Best Final Fantasy is Final Fantasy 3. What do you mean it's 6? The cartridge says 3. Next you're going to tell me Final Fantasy 2 isn't actually... Wait, it's not? Thank you, Sir Bright Scales. Fantastic. $50 here from A Time Traveler. I'm here from the future, and I have to donate $50 for my favorite Final Fantasy soundtrack, Final Fantasy 50. Trust me, you'll agree when it comes out in 2099. Thank you, A Time Traveler. And meanwhile, I just want to point out we've raised over $2,370,000. We're less than 130 away from Omega. Keep it coming, everyone. We are making this happen with thanks to your donations. Leave a comment when you donate. You click the button around the stream or GamesDoneQuick.com/donate, and I may be able to read it on the air. $25 here from Mad Riddler. Fun fact, FF5's Carbuncle is used in FF14 Endwalker as a raid called Proto Carbuncle. Both are good boys and need pets. Speaking of, Close the Distance from FF14 never fails to make me cry and want to hug Granatia. Thank you, Mad Riddler.
You'll need to recast sleep.
Oh,
$75 here from Kazin the Fourth. Long time watching, first time donator. Thank you to everyone behind the scenes for running and organizing the greatest events year after year.
Can you sleep it again?
$10 here from Anonymous. Thank you for everything, GDQ. Setting in for one last day of the event. Stay warm this weekend. Yeah, appreciate it. $100 here from Jay, sending love to everyone involved in
So you think
putting
I
on
should
this
double
wonderful event, and to everyone in chat. Yeah, hi, chat.
yeah. Well,
$50 here from Tortoise Hook. As a longtime watcher, I am
sleep, just
finally
double.
able
able to donate myself. Thanks for all you are doing and for making the world a so much better place.
yeah. Okay.
We received $10 from Gadrak, who said, greetings from the social media and chat mud teams. This GDQ has been wonderful, and it's always a pleasure to give any help. For my dad, who is battling cancer for the second time now. Thank you, and best of luck, best of health to your father. $55 here from MDL ATQP, saying, shout out to all the hosts who bring to life the comments and jokes and memes and silliness and sincerity of us, the viewers in chat. GDQ would simply not be the event it is without the enthusiasm and humor and professionalism and acting chops of each and every one of you, that each and every one of you brings to bear as you read us into life. Capital D. Thank you so much, Less Than 3. You're most welcome. Jumping on the train here, it's $55.55 from TDEX Max, who says 55 burgers, 55 fries, 55 tacos, 55 pies, 55 Cokes, 100 taters, 100 pizzas, 100 tenders, 100 meatballs, 100 coffees, 55 wings, 55 shakes, 55 pancakes, 55 pastas, 55 peppers, and 155 taters. Thank you to all the staff, runners, and sponsors.
Oh, just
it has been an amazing week. Thank you, too.
Try with 2 sandwiches.
Got $250 here from Cheese Soda Punch. AGDQ 2024 has been an amazing event. Thanks so much to the staff, runners, commentators, game devs, on commentary, tech crew, all the other volunteers, the in-person crowd, and the chat who made this event so great. Shout out to my fellow mods. As always, it's been a pleasure working with you all of this week. Let's go, Zick!
Anything up here? No.
Keep it going, audience. Let's support our runner here, everyone.
I don't care. It's not I am so sorry for what I did. I apologize to everybody.
Hey, no worries. In the meantime, I just wanted to let everyone know how fantastic this has been. Since the runs began, we've raised $293,000. No big deal, right? Typical Saturday night at AGDQ. Zick, you're doing fantastic, and we can't wait to see you get through this fight. It's going to be awesome.
We're getting through it.
Yeah,
I promise you.
In the meantime, we're continuing to raise money. We're at $2,375,000 for the Prevent Cancer Foundation. Again, going for that $2.5 million milestone for the Omega Super Boss. $50 gets you into that prize, entered into that prize pack that's sent showcase before the run. Check that out. Giant Marie plush. And in the meantime, I'll just keep reading some donations. I've got $500 here from LFQ Soon. No comment, but thank you very much. $500 as well from Star Spawn. Really appreciate the generosity there. and Gordon Fearben with $2,000. Wow, thank you very much. Got $250 here from Anonymous. In the immortal words of Taylor Swift, if you play awesome games, you win awesome prizes. At least I think that's how it goes. Either way, got to get a donation in to support such a great cause. Thanks for putting on such an awesome event. Hey, you're most welcome. Yeah, if you're out there and think you got to get in a donation to support a great cause, now is the perfect time because we are pushing toward our big obnoxious goal of $2.5 million. We can do it. And if you appreciate this awesome event, that's all we ask is a donation to our charity, Prevent Cancer Foundation. That's all we're looking for. Go over to gamesdonquick.com/donate and get your money into them now. $500 from Anonymous. You must gather donations before venturing forth. $25 here from Anonymous Cancer Survivor here in the audience. Thanks to early detection from screening. Thanks so much to GDQ, the venue, and all the donors and runners. And let's go. Thank you so much, Anonymous. $250 from Anonymous. Congratulations to the AGDQ staff on another amazing event. Yeah, give it up. Round of applause. Thank you very much for helping out and putting this on so we could all enjoy it. Happy to be back volunteering for you all. We've got a Zik at the runner's couch going through FF5 Pixel Remaster, any percent cutscene remover, and we're trying to reach $2.5 million for that Omega Super Boss fight. $50 here from Anonymous, from a two-time cancer survivor. Thank you.
Are you kidding?
$25 from Anonymous, in honor of my aunt who passed away last week. We love you, Aunt Lonnie, and we will miss you. Thanks, Anonymous, for the dedicating a donation to her. $75 from Anonymous, desperate to be in the pool for the Wooloo items or the giant Mareep. Hope we hit $2.5 million. Awesome, and yeah, we are all hoping right along there with you. I've got a big, beautiful audience in front of me right now. We're all hoping to make that happen. Yeah, they're out there. Do you need some encouragement to donate out there on Twitch chat? If you're viewing this from home, just listen to all those folks. They've got your back. They might even give you a chant if I prompt them to do, "Let's go Twitch chat! Let's go Twitch chat!" Awesome. Thank you so much, everyone. If you've ever felt like donating, now's the time. It's super easy, even if you've never donated before. Just hop on over to the website. Giant donate buttons everywhere. Click one of them. You'll probably find the right place. $10 here from Anonymous. Recovering from a cancer surgery this week and discovered GDQ was on one of the highest points of the last few days. Thanks for the amazing job as always. Keep up the good work. Best from sunny Rio de Janeiro. $250 here from Anonymous. Thanks for such a great event. Awesome. $50 here from Anonymous. Remember, starboard wave cannon is left, larboard wave cannon is right. Or is it the other way around? $50 for the Omega boss fight in Final Fantasy V. $33 from Anonymous saying $33 for preventing cancer and Crystal Chronicles best soundtrack for that pan flute and hurdy-gurdy audacity.
That one dead.
$50 here from Anonymous saying a World of Final Fantasy's OST is one of my personal favorites. $50 here also from Anonymous, and their comment is the best Final Fantasy song is simple and clean as featured in Kingdom Hearts. Okay, wait, I don't. Okay, is that real? I don't know the KH games.
Yeah, I'm.
$55 here from Anonymous. Ooh, hopping on that FF5 $55 train. Thank you. And their comment is, I've only played FF14, but it's been great seeing the references shared across all of the FF games. So I'm chipping in my advice as an FF14 samurai. Stand in fire, DPS higher. Oh, I've played some MMOs with folks like you, Anonymous. Thank you so much for that, though. I have a $25 donation from Anonymous, and they say, GDQ got me through my first time experiencing cancer, and lately got me through a tough work week. Love this event. If my girlfriend is watching, aka Bean, I want her to know that I love her and thank her for also getting me through those tough times. I hope everyone has a great end to the event and safe travels to wherever you came from.
6, 7.
Wake him up.
It'll wake him up.
And then just hit,
Yeah, fire
A very important $25 donation from Gerline saying, "We believe in you, Zick." Listen to that crowd. Awesome.
Fine.
$15 here from Shantoto Cast saying, "Love seeing some." Yes. Forget Let's Go Twitch chat. How about Let's Go Zick 3? Let's go Zick 3. Yeah.
Let's keep it going. That outline went down.
We are broke. Oh, man. Woo! I apologize to everybody.
First try.
I'm so sorry.
First try.
Thank you.
First try every time.
I'm so sorry.
Let's go, Zick.
Let's go Zick.
Woo! First try, baby.
Oh, my God.
Oh, I think I'm sweating.
Short grind for a chemist.
One gargoyle should get us what we need, right? And we can do Aspis in the pyramid.
Right.
Yeah,
Yes.
Aspis.
Right. You're gonna fight the
Yes.
you're gonna fight the Aspis in
We're
the
gonna fight
pyramid
both of them,
as a
probably.
chemist, and that will help. Or even as the gargoyle. You may
Yeah.
even leave them as the gargoyle.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Like it's a
We are
slower
in
fight, but we'll make it work.
Yep,
Yeah.
we are in there.
We are
now.
fixing the problem.
The problem has been fixed, I think. Oh my gosh, yes. I am sorry to everyone involved. I did not have a backup
no
save, and that is
worries.
on me.
Yeah, I think that was
Not a
just, like,
problem at all.
but never. It's like kind of a thing that it never happens.
Yeah,
Like,
Sometimes,
just-
yeah. It's rare. It happens. It's
Yeah.
rare.
Final Fantasy V is a game that is very punishing.
So
Very punishing.
welcome to Final Fantasy V speedrunning. Very specific. We're
This
showing
is-
you all the backups.
That is literally exactly how Final Fantasy V speedrunning goes.
So the gargoyles, getting back to the meat of the run, these guys basically die in 3 money tosses. So normally we would have 3 samurai here, but as we are trying to, and there it is. We have now the mixed ability on the chemist.
Oh, thank
we
God,
are back
we fixed it.
in order.
Back in business.
We are back in business on the intended route.
That was set up for the Omega Shred. I needed us.
Yeah. It's all RNG
I
manip.
lied to you all. That
Yeah, it's
was
all RNG manip for the Omega Strat. We're totally fine.
Okay, but yes, this is Kuja's theme, by the way. We were talking about this like an hour or 2 ago.
So fun thing about these enemies, is,
there's
there we
there.
go like that. So with the enemies on the map, as long as you don't look at them,
We're gonna let this guy have his day.
yeah,
You
we'll
had
let him
your-
have his day.
Mm-hmm.
But
You're right.
yeah, as long as you
This
don't
is
like
fine.
look at an enemy and run into
Yeah.
them, you won't fight them. But
He was
we
hiding.
couldn't see them below us,
he
so
was
it just
hiding.
happens. But the auto saves right
supposed to
there.
know. So if you go face to face, then Goofy style, then that's when you actually do get the battle.
Goofy style?
That's a song from the Goofy movie, right?
That's
What?
eye to eye.
Eye to eye. Oh God!
The song is eye to eye.
know.
Seeing things eye to eye.
Go away, little star.
Go away,
Go
Aspis,
away.
please. Thank you.
Hey,
it is.
all right.
Okay.
Don't forget the next menu.
Yeah,
Don't
now
forget
we're
next
gonna,
menu. Yeah,
now we're gonna get everything. We are back.
We're back in business.
I shout outs to both of them. I would have crumbled and cried on stage without them.
Yeah.
That's some on-the-fly routing right
Oh
there.
man.
All right.
Let's do it.
I will also say what just went on there that is also an excellent representation of the Final Fantasy speedrunning community.
Yeah.
I can distinctly remember what was I doing here? You need sprint. Oh no, we went
No,
Yeah, you
no,
want
you
scram.
would no, you would scram. Yeah, because some of the fights have
Yeah.
like very, you can't like flee from it. It takes forever.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you want scram.
So, I can remember my first run of Final Fantasy IX ever Shout outs to Mythic Dawn, who sat with me in my chat when I missed a pickup and was like routing me a whole new route on the fly in my chat. The Final Fantasy community is just, it's a wholesome place of people that just always want to welcome people and help them out.
Yes,
we don't,
yes, very much. So much. We are the masters of on-the-fly routing.
Yes.
It may not be the fastest, but
you have to do it sometimes, and it's just, yeah.
And then we heal.
So here we did the poison trick again for some more knight-based combat, basically for coming up for a few fights here. Great dodging there. A bunch of pseudo-Omega-like enemies, not the Omega.
Yeah.
In the tunnel, in the little pyramid route there. You just don't want to interact with them or it's an instant reset, but auto-saves right before the room. Just setting up a little bit here for the next couple fights. We've got a battle against some mummies. This is a straightforward fight where we just break a flame rod and call it a day there.
Yeah.
I've got to let people know that we're tantalizingly close to 3.4 or 2.4 million. We're 2,392,000, less than 8K away.
We are coming up on the
We're getting
the
very
void.
close. Yeah.
Yes, we are getting very close to the final dungeon.
So it's 100,000 to go. Yeah, we can do it.
We
Let's
can
go.
do it. Big push. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, but yeah, as we run around here, basically we're just collecting more gil from chests and those sorts of things and trying to scram away from any fight that we can. So if we have any more donations to read, please feel free.
I'm gonna
we
take a
need a little
detour
bit of a decompression from,
Yeah.
from our on-the-fly stuff.
Detour here for some gil, which we're going to need for Omega, and because we may have spent a small fortune to kill an antlion.
Luckily, it's all money we would have spent anyway, so we should be fine on the money.
Just wanted to let you know the donations were still flowing in rapidly while you were working on that fight. $5 from Irish Fusion 42 saying let's go Zik. $5 from Kanuva saying you got this Zik. The fly strats are super fun to watch. And the support was just pouring out during that. And also I started to read this one, thought I'd finish it off. $15 here from Shantoto Cast. Their comment was, love seeing some FF speedruns. Hello from the Final Fantasy trading card game, Winter Cup. Omega Hoip. Awesome. We're less than 6,000 away from 2.4 million, and our ultimate goal of 2.5 million. But we're so close to another milestone here. Can we make 2.4 million, everyone? Let's go. I believe in you. Helping make our donation total $2,000 from Aran P. Inc. Their comment, can we get a trans rights from the crowd? Indeed you can, Aran. Toki Wartooth donated $10.77 saying, donating the price of one cheese pizza and a large soda at Panucci's Pizza. Fun fact, it's also my PIN number. $20 here from THP. Just finished Final Fantasy V randomizer today and wanted to donate during the FF5 run to celebrate. Also, Four Heroes is one of my favorite soundtracks from the series. Let's get that Omega milestone met. And audience, I apologize. I'm a little busy reading up here, so if you could do me a favor, could you count it down to 2.4? Just give me a 4, 3, 2, 1 as they go. Please and thank you. I'd appreciate it. I've got a $50 donation here from Anon Emaus saying, Anon Emaus here, just wanted to get my dono in during this Final Fantasy run. Oh, there it is. 4 away. We all know why we play Final Fantasy games, for the chocobos, of course. By the way, how do you pronounce it? Is it chocobo or chocobo? Please help me settle this once and for all so me and my friends know for sure. Also, good luck on the run.
Chocobo sounds like an ice cream bar.
I know, right?
It's like
I'm so glad
they
they spelled it Choco with the dash B and then the BO for me. Like, that was, I appreciated that.
Hey, boss fight.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, hey, look at that.
We're still gaming here. So
No antlion.
So Melusine, luckily this is no antlion fight, thankfully. We put her to sleep and then we do a couple Samson mites. I'm not. I'm now hesitant to say the name because I know it's going to be wrong.
Yeah. LOC, yes. Yeah, this is where we're supposed
No,
to be.
the granddaughter.
Oh, cry.
Kryl.
Cry.
And then we break the rest of our flame rods,
Yeah.
essentially, and cast a few Fyras. Because she's asleep, won't wake up from the spell casting. And then we're all good from there.
Yeah.
And then we take down Ferris, because we need her in low HP for the upcoming, basically, Void setup.
Yes.
All right, onward we go. Hooray!
Hooray.
Woo! It's time for the final dungeon setup. Whoa! Y'all, we're getting close to Omega. We
So
need
good.
the
I love
donations.
Let's go.
There is.
We need 100K.
I believe.
Is that the right math? I can't do math
I
right
can't
now.
do that.
Yeah.
I don't have the brain
Getting
power for it
close.
anymore. Oh wait.
Oh, yeah, there it is. 2.4 million.
2.4.
We're less than 100,000 away from that boss fight. Got a $100 donation here from Bogmeyer just saying, let's go Zik 3.
Thank you for the support, everybody.
You're doing great.
Let's keep
Killing
it
it.
going.
So essentially at this point, more story stuff would tend to happen, 3 to 4 minutes of cutscenes.
Big cutscene.
X-Death opens up the void, starts engulfing a bunch of different locations. So we got to do a little bit of setup. Hey.
Oh,
so
so going.
we're headed,
Close, let's go.
we're headed to Kuza, the sealed castle. So one thing that happened a little bit ago was that we picked up a tablet. And what the game makes you get 1 tablet. And then we're going to go here. We're going to pick up 3 legendary weapons, 2 of which are going to be important for the end game. 1 is just going to be for money. We're going to pick up a Masamune, a Paulos harp, and a fire whip or fire lasso. Actually, I think it's a whip in this.
It's
the whip we will
Fire lash.
Fire lash, thank you. The fire lash we will sell. The Masamune is important because it gives you basically first strike or first attack or preemptive, whichever Final Fantasy terminology you are familiar with. And then the Apollo harp is important because it's our main DPS weapon
Yes.
for a chunk of the fights, especially that Omega fight that we
Mega
are
fight,
still
yes.
trying to reach here, which we are,
We are
getting really
going
close.
strong. I just think it's funny that Bahamut is like, I'm gonna test your spirit, get the tablets, and you can have the legendary weapons. We're like, I'm taking them to a pawn shop.
Yeah, I know,
I'm
right?
selling these things.
Pawn store.
I really hope we're okay on money.
Yeah, no, yeah,
I
yeah.
am concerned.
No, you're fine. Yeah, because you didn't throw any more money than you
Yeah, I
needed
guess
for
so,
the.
yeah. Yeah, we should be fine. You're right.
Yeah, money's fine.
Money's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
I'm right on schedule. Ignore the
happened.
number at the bottom of the screen.
Is this Zorro in One Piece?
Oh, wait,
Nothing
wait, wait,
happened.
Nothing.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
We need the Masamune and the Apollo's harp. Actually, let's go. Does she have MP? Yeah. Okay, let's. Oh my god, where are all these jobs?
Just real quick, even though I know nothing happened, our donors are recognizing that. $50 from Anonymous, sending in a donation in honor of that awesome improvisation from Zik. Let's get that Omega battle.
Jobs, thief with.
There's so much appreciation for what y'all went through up there
Thank
in the
you so
comments
much,
here.
everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you.
Love everyone. All the support. We shouldn't need any more. So, because Bartz now has the Masamune on, he gets to go first. And with Scram, random encounters are nothing now. They are completely ignorable. This is so good. This is the good stuff. All right. All right, we are going to do our last shop before we fly to the Void. So if you want to see Omega, let's get those donations in.
They're doing it too. Only less than 93K to go. Some of the donations we've received recently, $25 from Tim. The comeback is real. After over a decade of watching GDQ events, this is one of the most exciting finales I've ever seen. Let's go, Zik 3. $85 from UZ. I thought I was done donating for the week. I remember I read one of yours earlier. But then Zik did the thing. He did it. If you appreciated that, go to the website, gamesdonequick.com/donate and donate now. We just need 2.5 million for that Omega boss fight, everyone.
this out of here.
$555.55 from Reverie. Here's 5 5s for FF5. I don't know what an Omega Super Boss is, but it sounds like something we shouldn't just leave lying around. Zick, can you take care of that for us? Beat all the bosses, beat all the cancer. This was $250 from Miss Sakambu saying, showing my support for the defeat of the final boss of FF5, the Antlion. I'm doing my part.
Do I have anything else to sell? Or are we rolling with that? I think we're rolling with that.
Can you?
Less than 90,000 for that incentive, everyone.
What about selling? What about selling one dragon thing?
No, because I
need it.
or
five.
any five.
Yeah.
I've already
Yeah.
accounted
Yeah.
for it. Yep.
In amazing news, we've raised $329,000 since this
I
run
think we have
began.
enough.
Should be fine, yeah.
We can do this.
It'll be
We
tight.
are doing this.
I've done it like this.
We've
before.
raised 329, and there's only like 89 left to go.
All right, everyone. Welcome to the Void. Time is ticking.
Yeah, no, we're Zick, we're fine.
Yeah, I think we're fine.
One-
I just like
one-
I like a lot of
150s.
Phoenix.
Yeah,
I just like a
150s.
lot of Phoenix
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
my
yeah.
thing.
That's fine. 150 is good. Oh man,
Let's make that push. Come on, we're getting so close.
We are probably 5 minutes from Omega.
Yeah.
we got 2 boss battles standing between us and Omega.
Just one.
Yeah.
It's just Califisteri.
Oh, you're right. A panda
Yep,
is
it's
after.
just Califisteri.
Good old Califisteri. Who knows? Califisteri might make us stall because that's up.
Don't
Look,
say it. Please don't say it.
hey, you've done this run. This upcoming boss fight. There's some volatile RNG with this one.
That's just it. You have a decent amount of walking at least. Like I said,
Yeah,
we got
yeah.
about 5 minutes. We're chilling.
But yeah, essentially what we're going through the Void, which runs you through a bunch of like scenery of dungeons you've been to, essentially.
Yeah.
And eventually, when we get towards the like foresty area, we're gonna run into one of Exdeath's like general minion people that we have to fight.
Yeah.
Calisteferi. And just like a lot of the fights here, it's a lot of Samson might.
Yeah.
But what's gonna be different about this is sort of what we did on Carbuncle. But a little bit different. So we are going to berserk Calistefari, so she will only physical attack us, so our knight can stop. Thank God you did not touch that pot.
I've done it.
Yeah.
Never touched the
I've
pot
done it
there.
before.
That is a healing pot. I did it by accident. Very
Yes.
awkward. I salvaged the run, but it was awkward.
I just touched it and went, oh. Reset.
Well, that's the worst pot in the game.
Worst pot, yeah, worst one. Worst one to ever activate. But a new trick that is unique to the Pixel Remaster version of the run. So normally in the like SNES version, there's like item duping and like there's a lot more money they have, so there's just a lot more throwing of money to defeat the enemies. But with this one, we just don't quite have item duping, and we don't have the ability to have all that money. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn the the next 3 bosses, well, 4 if we can get Omega in there, so come on, y'all.
Let's go.
But the next potentially 4 bosses, we're going to turn them into dragons by the power of a mix ability, because the Apollo Harp, we haven't talked about it, the Apollo Harp does 8 times damage to dragon enemies. So you'll see us turn her into a dragon type in addition to berserking her. And once the setup is good, we just send it and it's auto battle to victory at that point. So we're
Sorry,
going
I'm
to...
looking at that ticker and it is just...
We are doing this, by the way. If you had any doubt when you sat down on that couch whether you'd get 2.5 million for Omega or not, it's about to be a race because we are making this happen.
This is a race against
The
time
audience
right
is
now.
out there donating
Chat, I dare you.
furiously, and it's
dare you,
fantastic.
We dare you.
Are you going to sit there and take that, Twitch chat?
The elusive auto battle.
I've got $1,000 here from PJK saying, let's go, Zick. Here together. Omega hype.
Let this one ride.
$25 from Anonymous. Let's suplex this donation train and
Yeah,
fight
let's let this
that
one die.
boss.
Sometimes you just get an encounter.
Awesome.
I didn't realize that we didn't have Scram anymore.
Yeah, that's the worst part about this little section is you can always get this little encounter right before the boss fight, and it's pretty terrible. But yeah, it's where we got it.
Occam EX donated $59.99 saying Zik's victory overcoming a near ruinous miscalculation made this FF5 run epic and one to remember. It's a testimony to the human spirit.
Here we go.
Just like fighting and preventing cancer. Thank you for the exciting show and the good work you're doing.
You gonna pop off?
Maybe. Let's see what happens. Calistafari.
All right.
Will she play nice?
Oh, we're good.
I mean, right off the bat, we've got the ideal start. No attack from Calistafari right off the gate. Now we just need to get
there we go.
everything
Perfect.
set up.
Queen's Kiss, Dragon Bang.
So make her up. We got the guard.
Get the guard
All
off.
right,
There we go.
I think we're just
Less
about
than
set up.
49,000 to go.
Okay, and then it's Main Kiss, Holy Water, onto...
All right, that's our setup.
Let's go.
We're auto battling to victory.
Just 1, 2... Go. There she goes.
That was an awesome fight to
Calistafari
see.
is down.
I know the crowd is maybe just a tiny bit distracted right now, but that was fantastic. Loved it.
Oh wait, I have to... Cards, slam.
Well, you menu real quick on an earlier topic, and Troper donated $100 saying, I really think the best Final Fantasy OST is yes. Thank you, Entroper.
We don't need Zenonage for this.
No, for later.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
pretty sure. We'll get it.
Yeah.
And then we just do that.
So close.
That.
We're just.
$50 here from DJ Philadelphia saying, I love the OST from Final Fantasy 13 Lightning Returns. Gotta love those bongos and hand drums in Ouroboros Festival.
Thought it was a little save.
Yeah. Let's do a quick save.
Oh wait, there's one right next to Omega, right?
Just do a quick save.
I will, but I would like to use the quick save for. If possible. Yeah, this is my favorite.
No, he needs the quick saves.
I want to use. I want to
before
use.
the
Yeah.
I just want to play it safe.
Yep.
All right, so we've got a safety save before Omega, but
back.
there goes Omega.
We'll come back. We will be back, buddy.
$25 from Sweeper saying, Happy
We'll chat
AGDQ
with him
finale!
later.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Thank you,
we
Sweeper.
could go back after a panda too. So let's just do a panda. I just need to make sure.
All right, so coming up here, we've got our second boss fight.
It's a
the
panda.
boss, it's a panda.
Gotta fight a
Literally
panda.
spelled that way, a panda, as one word. But ultimately, it's going to be the same strat. We use a slightly different mix here, but it accomplishes the same goal of berserking our boss here.
Giant
and then,
Marie
once
Brush.
we got everything set up, then we will allow us to basically just kind of send the auto battle once everything's set up. So we've lost Lena. Ideally, that's what happens. Lena will go down because she's the only one with a lot of HP. So that way, Krylie does not go down. We got the guard off.
Got the guard off.
Yep.
We're basically just about hitting the auto battle territory. Once the Blessed Kiss goes off, and yeah, it's basically just
sit and
send
wait.
auto battle. Even though Krylie's been hit with old, we're okay.
Yep.
We're fine.
We're fine. We're cruising now.
Just like Twitch chat is cruising.
They are cruising.
Indeed
Seeing
they
that
are.
number move.
That number is flying. We're moving right along, all thanks to donations like this one from Bash's Evil Twin, $25 saying FF12 is my favorite FF soundtrack and favorite 3D Final Fantasy. The Gambit system is good, actually. Don't believe the haters. Thank you, Bash's Evil Twin. You can hear that crowd. You can hear the excitement, everyone. It's brewing. This is happening. GamesDoneQuick.com/donate. Get in there now.
It happens.
That happens. Yep.
Again, remember, our median donation amount for the week is only $25. Thanks to little $25 donations here and there from people just like you. We've raised nearly $2.5 million, and we are getting there.
We're back in.
Some of the most dangerous moments of this section is after the boss fight,
Yeah.
when you don't have Scram on auto encounter.
Yes,
right.
And you accidentally
Also,
don't.
the other most dangerous moment, will we see Ramu appear? We hope
Oh,
not.
yes.
Oh, God.
There's unescapable encounters here in the castle that we're approaching, and it's always a little spooky to see when you kind of go
All right,
through
no
it.
Ramu.
Yeah, no
Ramu
Ramu.
yet. He appears on the outside.
No Ramus, no Ramus.
Yeah,
No
you want me
Ramus.
to find him?
You want me to
I'm loving the energy. This is great.
We detour here a little bit to pick up a Hermes sandal because that will instill haste. Oh, we got this encounter. We got the rare unscammable encounter because of the bunny. I think it's the bunny that's
Yeah,
The
stopped
bunny?
us.
Oh, that's
the,
so
the
funny.
Hellraiser. Oh, it's
Yeah, this is a very specific encounter.
All right, if you
here
like
in this
bunnies,
section
donate
where
now.
Scram does not work on.
We got the bunny.
Got the
Well,
bunny.
Not
well,
you,
you-
Soggy.
Well, you deal with this. $25
so
from
funny.
Steph says, been enjoying
That's
the
rare.
You know, the
event.
game just
Thank
wants
you to
us
all the
fight
tech.
Omega. That's
Very
what it is,
rare.
Less
right?
than
Yeah,
free.
like we want to fight
Fellow
Omega.
tech.
Yeah, the game is stalling for
Oh, wait,
Omega.
I'm gonna check. One of the annoying things is that continue auto battle.
Over
But you can
99%
turn
toward
off. Yeah,
our
if you reload
goal.
a save.
Let's go, everyone. Woo!
All right, we have here. This is
$50 from Celesto
Take out that.
Astrarius.
night.
Sorry about that. Oh, their
Ability.
comment, best soundtrack, easy. Final Fantasy trading card game. $25 here from Triumphant
trading
Bass.
card game.
My favorite FF soundtrack is Theater Rhythm Final Bar Line. It's got it all. And
All right, Nick.
And so as we mentioned earlier, basically a lot of what we're doing here is just kind of flipping between using Blessed Kiss and other sorts of things to make sure that we're giving
got the guard.
The Apollos Harp enough damage, essentially. Got the guard up. The biggest thing for a lot of these fights is making sure that we get the Blessed Kiss and then the guard off to make sure that we always survive.
Okay, setup is good.
All right. And we're in the clear. Catastrophe is a very scary fight because it just open up with the Earthshaker move, and that just wipes your entire party. But there we go.
Giant Marie
I turn around and see a
surfing again.
Mary running back.
The Mary believes.
I saw something in our donation total earlier. It was a
Down
suspicious
it goes.
jump. I think it was due
All right,
to
that's 3 bosses.
Anonymous here with a $4,545.45 donation for the best Final Fantasy FF 4.5 Secret of Mana. Thank you, Anonymous. $4,545.45. $1,000 from Anonymous, no comment.
Actually, I just look silly here.
This part. So a lot of what we've been doing has built up to the moment where we can finally utilize Freelancer,
Yes.
the starting job class. So Freelancer can learn, use any abilities that you've learned. And the reason why we need this for the end game is because it can also equip any gear.
Yeah.
And so we're going to have ribbons that we're going to need to help us with the final fight, as well as the upcoming fight here as well, to not become a toad.
Yep.
Though it's manageable, it's not ideal.
Yep.
You know, allow us to equip the Hermes sandals. Like, it's just going to allow us to have more flexibility with the end game to be able to combine Mix and Zenonage together with the versatility of gear equipment. I hear that. I hear
that,
our audience
crowd.
here
Here we go.
clapping away as we head into the finale.
Okay.
We received a $5,000 donation from Fangamer. Hey everybody, Fangamer here. We've had a blast watching from home. It's been our pleasure to play a part in contributing to the donation total that supports a great cause like the Prevent Cancer Foundation. A big thank you to everyone who made AGDQ 2024 possible, GDQ staff, tech crew, and volunteers, PCF, to all the runners, commentators, and hosts, to the sponsors, and everyone who made a contribution, to chat, and to the audience for your energy throughout the event. You are amazing. See you next GDQ. Thank you, Fangamer.
All right, so that's where the ribbons come in. So only Lena will be ribbited into a frog.
Ribbited?
Ribbited?
Is that
Yeah, it's a verb.
Webster's?
Yeah, it's
Ribbit. Hey, did you ever notice that William Dafoe's name sounds like a bird and a frog talking? Willem! Defoe.
So you think that's what you think Letta sounds like now?
Sure.
Zick, just so you know, officially over $400,000 since this run began. And over $100,000 in the last half hour.
Wow.
Thank you so much, everyone. Keep it going. We are so close.
So much.
Yeah.
Zick, you'd like to show off the Omega fight, wouldn't
I
you?
would love to. A
all
lot of
would
hard
show.
work.
He would love to, everyone. How could you
Carnassus
say
is dead.
no? Get
it
your
along,
donations
baby.
in now.
Oh, so close.
We're only 2 bosses away from the end.
We
Yeah.
are almost there.
I guess
It's been a
technically
long.
3
It's been a
if you count the
long.
last
Yeah.
boss.
It's been too long of a journey. Oh God.
So coming up is kind of a unique fight as well, and why we needed Hyde. So the next boss is against Twintanya. And the gimmick with this boss is that there's a window of time where it becomes susceptible to death, like Gilgamesh is. But
Yes.
we have to wait for 5 actions, and then like a
Yeah.
moment of like it like switches modes. It changes its style type. Kind of like a cousin to Deadeye here, almost seems
1,
like.
2.
That's 1 attack.
That's 2.
Sorry, 2. 3. 4.
4.
Come on.
And that's
5.
5.
There we go.
So
We
when
immediately reveal.
In a moment here, we're going to reveal, and then we should see a blink of light,
Yep.
indicating the style has changed, and then we'll mix Dark Matter and a Phoenix down.
Yep.
Down he
And
goes.
call Twintanya a day, and then from there we are headed
To X-Death.
X-Death, the final battle,
Yep.
and we still need 6K. I'm seeing
Oh,
It's like
just
a-
under.
5 minutes.
just under 6K. We're like 5.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Here they come pouring in.
We just need to do.
5. I got 5 on it.
you don't even need a host right now. You can just listen to the entire crowd to let you know how much left you need.
I wouldn't do that to you, Prolix.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I feel the love.
So now we're just setting up for the well, sort of setting up, not quite.
Yeah.
Setting up to get to the end game, but we do have a quick moment before the final battle where we can do one more menu.
I'm gonna do this a little weird.
1. That's it. We did it, everyone. $2.5 million raised here at AGDQ 2024 for the Prevent Cancer Foundation. Give yourselves all a hooray and let's go. High five, Twitch chat. Thank you so much.
Woo! We did it.
Thank you, audience. Thank you, Zick, for leading us through this beautiful run.
I'm going to Xanarkin.
Yes.
We're going to Xanarkin.
What are you going to do now? Let's go to
We're going to
Xanarkin.
get it to Xanarkin. Yeah, it's the song title. It's the song title.
Cody, thank you so much for being here.
No problem, Foxy. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course.
Oh, thank you everyone for the support.
All right, we're gonna take down X-Death, and then we're taking down Omega.
And then chaos.
And then we're gonna take down Chaos.
Let's go for it.
Somebody call Jax.
We're just going to mod it into the game.
Yeah, we're gonna mod him in the game. He's in every Final Fantasy.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Don't you see me? He's in the background.
He's just hanging out.
Was the real chaos the friends we made
The
along the,
real
way?
Chaos is the friends we made along the way.
Or the antlion.
Giant Marie plush sighting.
I never want to hear the word ant.
We never want to see ant lions ever
The
again.
antlion we homebrewed. Yeah. So.
I used to like go nuts over this antlion card in TCG. I'm tearing that thing in half. when I
No
get
more
home.
ant lion.
Friendship ended with antlion.
Thank
Chaos
you,
is my new
Twitch
best
chat.
friend.
$1,000 from Courage, who says, hooray! I probably shouldn't have done that in the middle of another chant. I'm sorry.
Yeah, short little run and we're up to X-Death.
And then I do believe this is one of the rare cutscenes.
We
that-
actually get the end.
We actually have to watch this
Dawn
cutscene.
Warrior cutscene.
Yeah.
So what I do want to say is the X-Death strat has a big setup to it. Once I get the setup correctly, I should be able to just send it, and we should kill X-Death. So I want everybody to do their thing for a bit while we're setting up. They'll explain the strat, and when we say go and I hit auto battle, go nuts. We're gonna cheer for the Warriors of Light, for Twitch chat, for everyone watching.
There's gonna be some counting involved.
And
Yeah,
not
there's
for
some
a
counting.
When we get to the Neo X Death fight, we're gonna do some counting.
Yeah.
But we have the rare one cutscene.
The rare one
The one-
cutscene.
yeah.
So, do you guys actually just want to get a head start in talking about the strat a little bit?
Sure. Yeah, so basically what as we have been doing for the past few fights, essentially, is we're going to be using Samson's Might. Both Bartz and Ferris are going to be using it on themselves 7 times.
7 times.
Yep. But the weird start to the fight is we're going to start with Kryle with the Masamune so that she immediately gets a guard off, and then we can. Ferris, because she has the Hermes shoes equipped, will use the Masamune on Bartz to give him haste, and then proceed to go through the motions of using, like I said, the 7 Samson's Mights on each other. And once we hit that, we're going to be letting Xdeath hit for 2 turns, correct?
Correct. Yeah. Basically, what happens there is Xdeath, like most bosses, have those damage thresholds.
Yep.
Where if you do too much damage, they're going to change their attack pattern. Well, as long as we don't touch Xdeath, he's basically just going to do an attack and white hole,
Yep.
which is like a status ailment move, and everybody has a ribbon on them. So
Yep.
the idea there is because of the nature of our hastes, if we time it properly, we do 2 Zeninages,
Yep.
we wait for Xdeath to take his action, and then we send it. And then ideally at that point, it's an auto battle till victory.
Yeah. And that's when we go nuts.
And that's when, when we go nuts. And then when we get the Neo X Death, we're going to count to 7.
Yeah.
The 7 Zeninages will finish out Neo X Death.
Yes, while we're watching the Dawn Warriors save the day, I know we're going to go kill Omega after this, but I still just want to, give a shout out to these. Can we get a round of applause for Wody and Foxy?
Absolutely.
And everyone who helped me get through the mess I made.
Oh, shucks.
What
such a
mess? That was
pleasure
all
working
part of the
with
run.
you.
Planned, absolutely, all of it.
That's totally planned.
Shout outs to GDQ for everything, all the staff, volunteers, everybody who keeps this thing running. It's an event that means the world to me, along as Final Fantasy is a series that means the world to me. And thank you everyone for the support and giving me the opportunity to be a finale run.
Yeah.
I love you all.
You deserve it,
means
man.
a lot to me.
You deserve it.
It really does. But no time for that. We have a tree to kill.
We have a tree to kill.
Final Fantasy
Evil.
Icon.
Hold on.
Evil tree.
Evil tree.
Evil tree.
Evil tree.
We like trees
We
here.
like trees.
Just this one specifically.
This one's bad.
Let's verify my menu.
Yeah.
Let's verify the equipment before I send it. I'm also gonna quick save just so we're safe. God, I love that Mary.
Give it good head pats. Oh,
Best
thank you.
Pokemon, y'all.
Yes.
Best Pokemon.
Yes.
Mareep has joined us for the
Yes.
I
finale.
love it.
Little chin scratches and head
Onwards,
pats.
warriors
Yes, yes, yes.
of light.
All right, so luckily here, like Zik is about to do, we get to do one final menu because we got to put the Masamune on Krylie to do the strat that was described with the initial turn to immediately do a guard. But we do have to remove it first,
Ribbon
though. We
Masamune,
do have to
ribbon.
take it off.
We're good.
Off of her first, and then we guard. So that way Ferris can use it on Bartz, because it's an item that has a property, so it can do haste when used as an item.
Let's go.
And
go.
here we go.
Here we go.
Let's see. Let's
do it.
We're going in.
All right.
We're going back
We
to
need
the future.
count here. All right. Remove Masamune. Guard.
All right, we got the guard.
Got the guard.
Now we use the sword. This casts haste onto
Bart.
Philip.
Little Philip.
sorry, Philip.
Excuse me, Philip.
And now we start
Now
mixing.
we start doing our buffs. So antidote, holy water. That's one.
So that's
That's
one.
one.
Mix, antidote. Okay.
And
One.
that's 1 and 1.
1 and 1.
2 and 1. 2 and 2.
2.
3 and 2. 3 and 3. 4 and 3. 4 and 4.
Good.
5. Actual 5. 6.
Actual 6.
Actual 6. 7. And that's the last one.
All right. So now
So now,
guard,
make sure we guard again.
Zenny.
And so we're going to do 2 Zeninages. And then we're
Wait.
going to just sit here until now we send it.
All right, everyone,
And then
let's
from
go.
here-
Let's go.
Woo! And in a
Twitch
moment here,
chat for the Warriors
XF
of
is
Light.
going down. All right. XF
Now
is
we
down.
move.
We are now headed into the Neo XF fight. It is going to take 7, count them, 7 Zeninages to win this fight. And on the flashing light of death, when next Sith goes down, that will be time, which we will yell out. But I want to hear everybody in this room and Twitch chat count.
Interrupting.
to
Let's go.
7.
Let's get out of our seats.
We do love counting around here.
Interrupt me. That's fine. Interrupt me. Excited. Count. Whatever you got to do. Let's get hyped for the finale.
Let's go, Neo X Death. We're sending it.
We're sending
Nothing
it.
here.
Nothing here.
And we're
To the
sending
end.
it.
Let's go, everybody.
We're fast enough.
Also, Neo X Deck just looks metal as all heck, and I love it.
Does. 1, 2, 3, 4.
What we got? Delta. That's scary, but I think we'll be fine.
We'll be fine.
We should.
5, 6, and 7. Time!
Woo! Yeah! GG! Zik 3, everyone, with Final Fantasy V Pixel Remaster. Absolutely wonderful.
And there's still an Omega fight.
We have not done
even,
yet.
we're not
That's
done
not
yet.
even the
We
end,
still got an
yeah.
Omega fight.
All right. Probably should just kill the game.
Yeah, you'll have to force quit to end the cutscene.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, cutscene.
Woo!
Cutscene remover. Ultimate
right.
for the game.
We're gonna go ahead and load that auto save, or that save we made.
Cool.
Where's Omega? Where did you go, buddy? There it is.
Oh, and yeah, we're going to take a brief break while Zik 3 finishes doing the setup for the Omega fight.
Welcome back, everybody.
Woo!
All right.
We're still here.
Hooray!
It is time for us to fight the super boss of Final Fantasy V, Ant Lion. All right, so.
This is in Kansas.
This is in Kansas.
All right, so I'm gonna leave the bulk of it up to these two to talk about Omega. The only really important thing is I need a good start. So there may be a couple initial wipes, but we'll get there.
Yeah, Omega is very fast. We are
So
severely underleveled.
Severely.
Omega essentially gets like basically 3 turns to our 1. So we're really just hoping that we get the best we can. And Atomic Ray is just an instant wipe essentially.
It's okay.
So yeah, that's totally fine. We're just
Gonna happen.
We're gonna take that. No big
But
deal.
she showed him that reflex.
That reflect ring.
It was like, laser, caution.
All right, I actually also need to. This needs to be mixed. Okay, now we
Go.
All right, round
And
2.
now we go, round 2. Okay. So we're a bit rough on ATB as of right now.
It's not the best, but we can probably
Make it work. And so the big thing here is we're going to do the same thing that we've been doing essentially.
I see.
Yeah.
One more.
Super fast.
Yeah, that was also a bad start. Everybody started at 0.
Yeah, that was a really rough ATB. So
We might have been.
Thank you for cheering still. Like, we really appreciate it. It's just that at this point we're in a precarious situation. We can do it. We believe. Yeah.
We need
Feel
it.
free to participate out there at home.
This is nothing.
Get some Let's Go Ziks in Twitch
Yeah.
chat if you'd like.
Yeah,
Join our
let's go,
audience
Zik.
here.
That's what we need.
Okay. There we go.
Oh, is he? Or I'm sorry.
Cool.
My.
All right.
Oh, that's good.
Better
That might-
ATB.
that
There we
might
go.
be
Much
it.
better ATB.
Okay.
So as in previous fights, we're going to be berserking. We're going to be zerking Omega, kind of sacrificing Lena as needed, and then guarding. And then now the big thing here is that we're going to be using a Aidskus Dragonfang to turn Omega, as Woody mentioned previously with most of the bosses that we're doing, to turn it into a dragon-type enemy, which the Apollo-Tarp does more damage to. The funny part here is the reason we fought Carbuncle earlier is essentially that Omega has natural reflect on itself, essentially. So we can't just attack it like we have been doing with the other bosses to do damage. The big thing here is we have to, and to actually help our damage get capped more.
Did I not put that on?
Does it have
the
on?
other
Is it?
side? Is it still on Lena on the autosave?
Huh, let's see.
No,
the big
you changed the job class and it.
Oh, it unequipped it when I changed the
Right.
There you go.
so silly.
Yeah.
Oh,
it on-
silly
you
Final
Put it on
Fantasy.
Bart.
Oh, we put it on Philip instead of Kryl.
Did I? Okay,
Yeah.
we can fix it.
Yeah,
Can we?
that should be fine, right?
Yeah, it just needs to be on somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So essentially, the last big piece is that we need the reflect ring on somebody, and then because of that, we're going to reflect the damage back onto Omega. And so what makes this fight way more tough because one, we're using, we're not using like super team strats essentially. We're using the same strats that we always do, but and we can't just auto battle through this because Omega has like 60,000 plus HP. So we have to manually input each and every attack, which is just very, very scary at the end of the day. So yeah.
Dragon Fang.
Yeah, once we get it set up, it's basically just executing. It's essentially a mix of executing the basic attack onto the personal reflect ring and then making sure that the guard goes off. One cool little trick, though, if the ATB just doesn't play nice with it, is if you have guard active as an ability and the ATB fills up, as long as you don't actually switch over to that character's Q, the guard will actually still remain. So it's a way to kind of like mitigate, like if it's like, okay, this is kind of awkward, I'd have to be really quick with my input and kind of risk an enemy sneaking an attack in there. And so you can just sit there on the screen while you wait for the enemy to attack and let guard go off and then kind of pick up from there. So just, from here, we're just basically repeating the attacks over and over. And throwing them onto the right person. So we need to rebuff
That with
the levels of Ferris because Ferris did go down there. And then once the levels are buffed, we can throw the harp again.
We are in a dangerous situation.
There we go.
That's the dangerous situation.
Oh, right, because of the...
Yeah.
I need,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So the little awkward bit now is that Ferris has no one when you use a Phoenix down, Ferris. Yeah. So
That was-
quick reset there.
I did a auto battle dumb there.
Yeah. So that basically, again, we mentioned this way earlier in the game, but when you auto battle, you can't attack yourself or your own party members. So the big thing there is basically it's again, you got to keep yourself on top of things.
Yeah, it's a lot to manage.
Yeah. So very, very difficult boss fight. It looks very simple, but really just attacking back at it's a huge deal.
Sure. That's great. Good job, man.
Just a little paralysis.
Yeah, just a slight bit, right?
Dragon Fang with Maiden's Kiss. I hope Cryo can...
Ooh, that's rough.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yep.
That blaster was really gross because
Yeah.
now she can't cover.
Yeah.
That was
Or-
gross open.
And one thing we mentioned earlier too is that like we're keeping Lena, at high HP to hope that she can basically push through and do this. So yeah, this is. Oh, there we go again.
Really?
And we're hopefully going to be using. There we go. So we got
ATB
our,
was in our favor that time
Yeah.
because it was high enough. So.
Yeah, using a escape ATB weight to again give ourselves a better chance at getting a turn before Omega does. And so now we mix ourselves back to that setup that we had before, and we're good to go as long as we're on top of things.
Dragon Fang here. Perfect.
There we go.
Just need to get Philip to defend.
Okay. And now we're in the
Now
zone.
I need to pay attention.
Yeah, now we're in the zone. No auto battle. Yeah.
Focus.
Big focus.
Then definitely don't listen to me saying that the Yeti donated $5,000. And they say, hey all, Yeti here. This will likely be our last donation of the night. You all have blown us away with your generosity. This brings us our grand total to $130,000 donated to PCF. We'll be leaving the AGDQ 2024 collection available for orders until tomorrow night at midnight CST. Proceeds from every item will be donated to Prevent Cancer Foundation after the event. Once again, thank you to everyone for supporting AGDQ 2024 as well as supporting our collection for the event.
He's got a lot of health.
Yeah, he has a lot of. Sorry, we were waiting with bated breath just to let Zik have some focus time here. But as soon as you see it die, let's get ready to pop off one last time.
fun. Hit here. Hello, sir. Can you die? Please? For charity?
For charity?
He said no.
Not quite
Another
yet.
round. There we go.
Time.
Yes.
Keep the
Floaty.
cheers going, everyone.
Omega's
Just
down.
one last donation read while
Get the
you
Omega
clap
badge.
for that.
Omega
$100
badge.
from Mini Kitty. So proud of you, Zick. Closing out this marathon in the coolest way possible. Amazing job to you and every other runner this week. Thank you, Mini Kitty. And thank you, Zick3, for that wonderful showcase. The $2.5 million showcase, Zick. Woo! Woo! Hooray! Thank you so much, Zick, for that. That was awesome. And thank you to your couch as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Who's coming up? Who's coming up?
Oh no, what's happening?
I was just talking on the mic wasn't on yet. Thank you all, everyone, for one of the most amazing, not just GDQs, but gaming charity events of all good time. Awesome games done quick. 2024. Let's hear it. I'm Spike Vegeta.
And I'm Saints Divide.
And we want to thank every single person from everybody back here, including the staff, the runners, everybody working all of tech, from the interview crew, the producers, the prize team, and the social media crew, from all the volunteers, including hosts, donation station, safety,
Yeah,
chat
can we make
bots,
some noise?
photographers, cleanup, and everybody else. Thank you so much, GDQ. We are back.
None of this would be possible. Hooray!
Hooray! Shout outs to Bluey. All right.
None of this would be possible without all of you and without the support of our incredible sponsors. So I'd like to take a moment to shout them out. Thank you, Fangamer, Yeti, Larian Studios, Humble, Annapurna Interactive, LabX, Red Bull, Ikigai Arcade, Credits Remaining, PGH Pinball, World 9, Speed Gaming, and thank you to Audio Technica who provided all of this gear. You are incredible, and we could not do this work without you. And now, make some noise. Yeah. Hooray! And now, we all know why we're here. We are here to support PCF, and I'm going to hand the mic off to Amy, who can tell us a little bit more.
Thank you. First, I'm speechless. Second, my cheeks hurt from smiling and laughing for the first hour. This room is electric, and there's nowhere in the world I'd rather be. From myself, from everybody at the Prevent Cancer Foundation, we just want to express our gratitude. Thank you so much for this event, for all of the charity, for this community, online, in person, the staff, the volunteers. You guys are amazing. There is no way to describe what an AGDQ event is like unless you have been to one. And I know for myself, this has been a very long 4 years. It is so exciting for us to be back in person, to get to say hi to old friends, to meet new people. We love being here, and we're just so filled with gratitude. And really, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And thank you for all of the amazing work that you and your organization do.
Yeah.
Can we make some noise?
Can we make some noise?
And
PCF.
PCF, PCF.
PCF.
Are we ready to reveal the total? We have successfully raised $2,515,720 for PCF.
Thank you all so much. I forgot to thank everybody, every single person out here in the crowd. Every single one of you at home, you all made this happen. We couldn't have done this without you.
You rock.
With that, I'm going to be handing off to my good friend, longtime GDQ veteran, Worm. Thank you, friend.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you, everyone, again. And I want to take this moment to say a few words in relation to some current world events and in support of the victims of war around the world. GDQ stands with our longtime charity partner, Doctors Without Borders, also known as Medicine Sans Frontiers, and would like to share a message from them. Doctors Without Borders continues to call for an immediate and unconditional ceasefire for the delivery of urgently needed humanitarian aid. MSF calls for the urgent establishment of safe spaces and safe passage for civilians trapped in Gaza. The wounded and the sick must receive medical care. Medical facilities and personnel must be protected and respected. Hospitals and ambulances are not targets. From Palestine and Israel to Sudan and Ukraine, civilians and hospitals should never be the target of war. So, on behalf of GDQ, thank you again to everyone who has supported Awesome Games Done Quick 2024 and the Prevent Cancer Foundation. Woo! And now, unfortunately, we will have to leave you, and we will now play our video finale.
Why GDQ? Wow. I suppose why not? It's where everyone sort of comes together to make a change in the world.
Why GDQ? It is an ensemble of a huge group of different diverse people all coming together, all for a good cause.
Why GDQ? There's nothing else like it.
People in the speedrunning world feel like my people, not in like a narcissistic sense, but in just a sense of we're wired a particular way. Being at an event like GDQ, it brings a warmth.
If you're speedrunning, like being here, being able to contribute here, this is like, this is the peak. It doesn't get better. I wouldn't want to do anything else. It's not just the stream room. It's not just the arcade. It's not just people hanging out in the practice room. You know, it's everything. To find a place where I feel like I have meaning, interacting with other people and talking with them and laughing and crying, hugging, whatever, like that, that's what does it. It's important to me to put on the best possible event for Prevent Cancer Foundation because they are real change.
I am not a speedrunner. I've never tried. I don't think I would be any good at it. When you support GDQ, you are helping the Prevent Cancer Foundation push people in the right direction to go get those cancer screenings. I was sitting at my desk and I was doing the chin scratch thing because I was thinking about something and I felt a lump. I thought it was just a lymph node. I'm the age where I can and I should just go get it checked out. And I did, and that's when I got my diagnosis. Prevent Cancer Foundation encourages people to do that potentially scary thing, because it is scary information that I got that day. But getting it that day meant I didn't have to get it 10 years later when it was more advanced.
I didn't realize quite how real cancer was until my brother went under with it. The care system where he wasn't fantastic. To have the facilities to prevent cancer, literally, I mean, that's what it is. The fact that that is making everything a whole lot more accessible for other folks, just from us playing video games and putting on this event, is phenomenal. I keep on saying wild. That is what it is. It is wild.
So when I talk about the why for Games Done Quick, it's easy. It's easy because it is by far the most authentic, real community I have ever come across. And it is also the most powerful. Not only being kind to each other, but kind to the greater world. Without Games Done Quick, Prevent Cancer Foundation would struggle. There's no easier or better way to put that. But you all are on the forefront. Early detection is a huge part of where things are going. Without you, we would not be where we are today, and we would be struggling as a foundation. It's because each individual matters, and that's why we want to reach out at the community level, and that's what your donations enable us to do, is actually get into individual communities that are otherwise overlooked. And it's extremely powerful to be able to say, we see you, we stand with you. No one else has been there for you, we see you. And that is because of this community. On behalf of all of us at the Prevent Cancer Foundation and every single individual that has had their life saved because they received education from the foundation or have been able to get their screening because of the work that we're doing, I want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Each of you has dedicated so much time. You're running on little sleep. You've been giving up your fit time with your family, at your jobs, in your homes to be here and do this, and it does not go unseen. Thank you for that, and thank you for saving lives every day in what you're doing.